Kennesaw State campus tonight. It's 5-0 Liberty and 0-6 Kennesaw State on the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. I'm Nick Pierce, joined now by Jason Porter. He will have the call along with Alan York tonight on the play-by-play story coming up at 7:02 Eastern. Time to tell you who's hot, presented by Foster Fuels. I think we gave you a little hint there. Quentin Cooley, JP, man, he really carried this team against FIU a couple weeks ago, didn't he?
He really did, and that was probably the easiest pick of who's hot you've had in a while, I think, Nick. But Quentin has really put this team on his back, and in the FIU game especially, you look at his production and just that work ethic that he's got. It was a really breakout performance for him.
Yeah, 29 carries. That was a career high. 174 yards rushing. Those 2 touchdowns that he had. And, Billy Lucas got a little bit dinged up in that game as well with the ankle. I know they've liked to rotate those 2 guys here this year. Maybe Cooley 2 drives, Lucas for 1. But Q just kind of had to put the team on his back.
Yeah, he really did. And offensively, the Flames are averaging about 60% run offensively overall. And so one of those guys, the running backs by committee, are going to pick it up. But Quentin really has been the go-to guy here with 6 touchdowns and over 6.5 yards per carry, Nick, 6.65 every time he touches the ball. So the production is there for Quentin.
Yeah, he's leading the conference in rushing coming into this one here. And Flames are out there getting loose right now. For those that don't know, it's the white tops tonight. Red letters and numbers, blue caps or blue helmets and blue pants for the Flames tonight. Kennesaw State going with the all-gold unis with the black letters and numbers and black helmets for the Owls. And, look, I mean, this is a game on paper, Jason, that Liberty is heavily favored in. I can't remember what the line was. I think it was like 20, 24 or something like that here this week. But the Flames have not always covered that line. They've not always lived up to what they feel like, and that's been a theme throughout the show. This team has not played its best football game tonight. In order for them to do that tonight, what do you want to see? Yeah, I think there's a couple of things, and Coach Chadwell and the staff have been all about this, but really the penalties have been one of the biggest things, and I know we've been talking about that off and on, but 90 yards per game in penalties right now ranks us 131st in the country, and then 8.4 penalties per game as well. So I think, to your point, Nick, I think that's one of the things, those self-inflicted wounds need to be dialed down. You can never, of course, have a perfect game, but I think that's something that the Flames are looking for here, is to tighten up some of those self-inflicted issues. I'd like to see this team go out there and just have a clean start offensively. I'd like to see Caden Salter get it going early with some quick throws. And they tried to do that a little bit against FIU. He just missed on some early on in the game. And, he even said it himself. He said, look, me in particular, I've not gotten off to good starts here. But when you look at the numbers, and this was interesting on Salter here this week, I did a little bit of digging on his passer rating. When it matters, number 7 takes it to another level. That's right. When you look at his quarterback rating overall for the season, it's 156.6. On third down this year, he's completing 61%, 175.5 quarterback rating. In the fourth quarter, 75% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 183.3 quarterback rating. Yeah, and I think he's even said that, I think, himself publicly. Just he likes to maybe kind of get that first hit or take that initial shot to sort of warm up, but you'd like to see that happen before the second half of the ball game. But 7 is there without a doubt, the leader of this team for sure, and hope to see him get off to a quick start. I'd like to see the whole team get off to a quick start. The defense, if you can shut down this Kennesaw State run game, I mean, rushing-wise on the season, that's been probably their best option, but it still hasn't been great. They're only averaging 102 rushing yards per game. But if you get them off schedule, they are terrible on third down, 102nd in the country in that department offensively. I think that this team could potentially be in some good spots tonight to maybe get after the quarterback, whoever it is, by the way, for Kennesaw State. We still don't even know that. And hopefully just come out here and have a dominant performance. Yeah, and I think KSU, to establish that run game, to your point, Nick, is really going to have to establish the line of scrimmage, and that's something where the Flames do have an advantage in that defensive line. Done a great job of containing the run, and even as teams have tried to get to the edge throughout this season, the speed of the corners have really shut that down. Yeah, we'll see how it unfolds here tonight. Kickoff coming up a little less than an hour from now, 7:02 here tonight at Fifth Third Stadium. It's also the soccer and lacrosse stadium for the Kennesaw State Owls, all natural surface here. Flames and Owls will renew pleasantries for the first time since 2017. We'll take our next break. When we come back, we will send it to the studio. Jason Prill is standing by with a look at your out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Limited action tonight, but we'll have a preview of the other game coming up here tonight in Conference USA. It is Middle Tennessee at Jacksonville State. Jason will have that for us, and then we've got Pick'ems coming up after you hear this.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Haley's Appliance offers major brands of appliances and outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance on Fort Avenue and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at haleys.com.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of User Blend and Steam Engine Blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
Jason Porter with 6-0 on the young season. Before we toss it back out for Pick'ems, it's time for a quick check of the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Only one other game in the country tonight, and it comes your way at 7:30 inside Conference USA. Middle Tennessee against Jacksonville State. The Gamecocks, 20.5-point favorites. Middle Tennessee, they're returning a quarterback in Vattiato who tore up Jacksonville State a year ago, and coming off of a bye week just like Liberty, Jacksonville State has their work cut out for them.
That now when you have actually a whole 2 weeks before you play, it's almost like starting all over again. And we were playing better football, so is that better for us to wait? I don't know, but we needed it and get a couple guys a little kind of refreshed. And I've been pleased how we handled. Gave you guys a couple days off. They were really excited about that. But they know how important this stretch run is going to be.
That was head coach Rich Rodriguez of the Gamecocks. Jacksonville State 2-0 in conference play, trying to go to 3-0 right now as we toss it back out to Nick Pierce for Pick'ems.
All right, thank you, Jason, and you'll stick around here as well. It is Pick'ems here, presented by the Carl Miller Realty team, alongside Jason Porter, Jason Prill back in the studio. I'm Nick Pierce. Let's get to it, guys. Look at some of the games coming up here. We'll start with that Middle Tennessee Jacksonville State game tonight at 7:30. I think Jacksonville State's kind of figured it out with Tyler Huff at quarterback the last few weeks. Prill, we'll start with you. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, Jacksonville State looks good. They can put up points with the best of them. They've scored over 40 in each of their last 3 games, so I'm going to go with the Gamecocks.
Yeah, 2 teams going in the opposite direction right now. MTSU lost 4 of their last 5. Jacksonville State won 3 of their last 5, so I'm going with Jacksonville State as well.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee, they've only beaten one quote-unquote FBS team this year, and it's Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
Last week, 14-5. I'll go with Jacksonville State as well. One of the marquee matchups of the week, stepping out of conference now, I go to Friday night. And this is a big one that Liberty and its fans are keeping an eye on. Number 17, Boise State at 5-1. Their only loss, a 3-point defeat at Oregon. They are at UNLV, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Friday night at 10:30 Eastern. UNLV 6-1 on the season. Boise State a 3.5-point favorite. They feature the nation's best running back with Ashton Genty. Nearly 1,300 yards rushing, leads the nation in yards after contact rushing, 17 touchdowns as well. Prill, who do you like?
I mean, have we seen anything like what Ashton Genty's been doing over the last few weeks to start the season? He's unstoppable, and that's what's making Boise State so good. They took number 1 Oregon to the brink, and I think they handle UNLV pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I'm going with Boise State as well. It should be a great game and a shootout, if nothing else. Should be a production of offense for sure. But Ashton Gentry averaging almost a first down a carry, guys, 9.9 yards per carry.
Yeah, unbelievable. But you know what? UNLV is 5th in the country in rushing, 251 yards a game. They have not missed a beat since Matthew Sluka said, I'm sitting out the rest of the year at quarterback. Haas Malik Williams has done a nice job coming in. The Campbell transfer, Flames fans may remember that name. He's done a nice job for them at quarterback. These are two teams that can run the ball, two teams that are good, top 20 run defenses in the country as well. I'm going to go Boise State just because that's kind of my gut. They have the best player on the field. But Genty, if they can limit his explosive runs, UNLV, I think they're going to have a really good chance to win this game. But I'll go Boise just on my gut. Another one Flames fans want to keep an eye on Saturday, number 12 Notre Dame, 6-1 at taking on number 24 Navy at 6-0. They'll play that game at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's a 12 noon kickoff this Saturday on ABC. Notre Dame, 13-point favorite. Pearl, who do you like?
Man, it's been so cool to see the military academies doing so well this season. Navy has a great season, but I think talent wins out. Notre Dame's looked a lot better since their loss against NIU, so I'm going to go with the Fighting Irish.
Yeah, it seems like this is the first midshipman's test of the year. They've got to get some defensive stops against Notre Dame in order to contain them, but that's not going to be easy. Notre Dame averaging 34 points a game, almost 400 yards of offense. I think Notre Dame gets the midshipman in this one.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Navy actually, even though they still run the option offense, right? They can throw the ball a little bit more than they normally do. Blake Horvath averaging, he's 64% completion rate, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's also got 10 rushing touchdowns this year. Notre Dame 30th in the country against the run, though. They've been pretty stout there, and something Jason said in the studio as well, I think talent probably wins out. I'll take the Fighting Irish to hand the midshipmen their first loss. Pick up the pace here. Georgia Tech 5-3 at Virginia Tech 4-3. 12 noon kickoff Saturday in Blacksburg. Prill, who do you like?
Two of the Hokies, 3 losses. Vanderbilt and Miami, both close on the road. They're at home. Give me the Hokies.
Yeah, it feels pretty equal, but I do think the Hokies are going to be hungry after this, after their last couple of losses, and they are at home, so I'll go with Virginia Tech.
Also, Georgia Tech quarterback Haynes King, status still up in the air if he's going to play this week. Hokies have played better lately. I'll take Virginia Tech. North Carolina 3-4 at Virginia this Saturday at 12 noon. Cavaliers are 4-3. Guys, UNC's given up nearly 400 yards of offense per game. Prill, who do you like?
Yeah, Virginia got smoked by Clemson last week, but North Carolina's not Clemson in any sense of the term, so I'm going to go with the Cavaliers to continue their impressive run.
Yeah, same here. UVA Calandria has thrown the ball all over the yard, 1,649 yards on the season so far. Hard losses against Clemson and Louisville, but I think the Cavaliers get this one.
Yeah, let's not forget, UNC gave up 70 to James Madison. UVA a 4-point favorite. I think they easily cover that, and I think they win by maybe 10, 14 points at home. I'll go with the Cavaliers. Real quick, number 5, Texas. Number 25, Vandy in Nashville. Texas or Vandy, Prill?
Texas.
Texas.
I'll go Texas as well. I think they bounce back. And then LSU at Texas A&M. Prill?
Give me LSU on the road.
Got a niece who's a senior at A&M. Got to go A&M. Gig 'em.
I'll go LSU as well. And I'm glad you went Gig'em because I didn't want us to agree on just about everything here. That's Pick'ems presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team. We are just about out of time here on the Flames Football Tailgate Show powered by Segra. When we come back, we'll visit with Liberty linebacker Jamar Brown. This week's player profile conversation as we walk you up to kickoff. Liberty and Kennesaw State, 7:02 Eastern tonight in Metro Atlanta. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Carl Miller Realty is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Carl Miller Realty team helps simplify the process of buying or selling residential and investment property. The Carl Miller team helps clients make informed housing decisions and offer support throughout the entire buying or selling process. Carl Miller and his team can be reached at carlmillerrealty.com.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The countdown to kickoff is on. Whether you're a lifelong Flames fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, be early, be loud, and wear red. The Liberty Bookstore is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
The Segra Liberty Flames football tailgate show continues with today's player profile. Once again, back to the stadium.
Welcome back. Our pregame coverage continues here tonight, just north of Atlanta. It's Liberty and Kennesaw State, Conference USA matchup with the midweek action on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Nick Pierce with you, visiting now with Flames linebacker Jamar Brown in his last season of college football, but his first with the Liberty Flames. Jamar, appreciate you taking some time, and a great game last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago now, against FIU. I don't want to call it a breakout game for you, but a season-high 7 tackles, 3 TFLs. How do you feel like you played?
I played fairly well. I played up to my standard. I would say there's a couple things I need to clean up on, but for the most part, I think I and the rest of the defense played pretty well.
These last couple of weeks, what's it been like, really over the last month, just having one game in 32 days? How much of a challenge has that been?
It's odd. It kind of feel like spring in a sense. Like you practice, game gets canceled, and then you come back and you practice, and then practice some more, and practice some more. So it's just, I feel like we all kind of got tired of just banging on each other and practicing against each other. So it was exciting to actually get back on the field and play against a different color jersey for, after 14 days, and then having to wait another 14 days to get another opponent is kind of more practice. So I think next game we get to Kennesaw State. We're going to be pretty excited, pretty amped up to get on the field.
First time you guys have been on the road in a while too. Is it a different feel when you're away?
Yeah, it feels. I like away games. I think everybody likes away games. I know Coach Chadwell likes away games because it's more of like a camaraderie thing. You get on the road, sometimes there's no fans, sometimes there's a whole bunch of fans, and at the end of the day, you kind of all you got is what's in the room, all you got what's in the locker room and the organization, and we all got to have each other's backs. So I think that's a huge part of team bonding, team building. It kind of shows what type of organization, what type of team you have. So I'm definitely ready for this. I'm definitely ready for this road test. It's going to be a good one.
Flames linebacker Jamar Brown with us here on the pregame show. I mentioned this is your first year with the Flames, but third different school you've been at now. You started out at South Carolina. You were pretty highly recruited out of high school. You had a lot of Power 4 offers. Then Coastal Carolina with Coach Chadwell, and then coming in here this year after the coaching change at Coastal. So you were with the new staff there for a year. Now here, you've been with a lot of different coaching staffs, a lot of different places. I guess what I want to ask you is, when you were going through it this time, transferring as opposed to the first time you transferred, first time you were being recruited coming out of high school, how much different was it for you personally now? What were you looking for this time? Was it any different than last time?
Coming out of high school, I was just kind of trying to figure out what would be the best fit to get me to play the fastest. And I wasn't really looking at all aspects of, being coached the best. I just wanted to be on the field. I was just so eager to get on the field as a freshman and play as a freshman. But I think that over time, and you get older and you start to see certain things and experience certain things, you start to realize that, you want a family feel. You want to be somewhere that you're comfortable. You want to be somewhere that you can develop as a man, as an athlete, as a follower of Christ. You want to be able to develop in all aspects of life. So I believe that, being around Coach Chadwell at Coastal and, experiencing life without Chadwell, and then having the opportunity to experience Coach Chadwell's organization again, I feel like I couldn't really pass it up. And then knowing that, the culture at Liberty, and knowing that, what's at stake at Liberty and playoff implications, championship implications, winning, I feel like it was just a no-brainer that, I get a chance to, for my last season, be a part of a winning organization, be around good men, good players. I feel like it was just a no-brainer. I couldn't really pass it up.
It's a unique position that you're in, and that you've been around so many different coaches, so many different players. Have you been able to take something from each stop along the way that's made you a better player?
Yeah, I feel like you have to. I mean, I feel like everybody teaches you something different. And I feel like in order for you to grow in the best way that you can, you have to learn something, whether it's good or bad, from everybody that you're around. So I know from Coach Muschamp, my head coach of South Carolina, he was our head coach. He had a big hand on the defense. Coach T-Rob, Coach Hustler, I know I learned toughness from them, mental toughness, physical toughness. I learned that from them. They practiced us hard. They worked us hard. They made sure that we had to be in the right spot at the right time, and if you weren't, then something wasn't gonna work. And then going to Coach Beamer, he taught you kind of how to have fun, like how to be yourself, how to be open. And Coach Chadwell, he just wants you to just, from Beamer to Chadwell, they just wanted you to be yourself. And I think over time, like, you kind of lose yourself playing football, at a high level. I mean, in a place like the SEC, like, it's easy to lose yourself. It's easy to lose who you are, trying to please other people, trying to please coaches, trying to please fans. It's really easy to lose yourself. And so getting to be around someone like Coach Chadwell that just lets you be free, let you be yourself, it's kind of like going back to high school, playing football in high school. It's a level of fun that it can't really be replicated. I feel like all of those coaches really taught me a good deal, and I can't really thank them enough for teaching me those lessons, even though I didn't really appreciate those lessons while they were teaching me those lessons.
Great stuff. That's Flames linebacker Jamar Brown with us here. Last thought, just looking at this game here tonight against Kennesaw State, I mean, you almost have to put blinders on and ignore that 0-6, right? I mean, it's another team. They're going to play with nothing to lose, reckless abandon on their home field. Talking to Caden Salter earlier this week, every opponent you guys get, it's their championship game. How do you guys approach this one here? And do you think this defense, this team is just as hungry just because it's been so long since you played?
I know we're hungry because we haven't played our best football. We had Campbell come in, first game of the season. We let up some plays we didn't want to let up, and then go out to New Mexico State, start slow. ECU, we started the game at 12 o'clock at night. It was a wild one. So a whole bunch of stuff happened in that one, and then getting the game canceled at App State, and then FIU, we let up some touchdowns that could have been avoided, some big plays that could have been avoided. So I know that we want to play our best. We want to show people that we could play our best. We want to show people that we're an elite defense. We're not a good defense. We're an elite defense. And we want to put that on display. So I know we're hungry. I know this team is hungry. I know this offense is hungry. I know this defense is hungry. I know this special team is hungry. Everything about us is hungry and ready to go.
Jamar, appreciate the time. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
Flames linebacker Jamar Brown with us. Stick around. We've got more pregame coverage here in Atlanta after this.
The Journey thanks Patel and Dalrymple, attorneys at law, for their support. Serving the greater Lynchburg and surrounding areas, the law firm of Patel and Dalrymple represents clients at every stage of a real estate transaction. For both residential and commercial property, Patel and Dalrymple serves buyers and sellers with personal assistance throughout the closing process. They also offer comprehensive estate planning and business organization services. Patel and Dalrymple can be reached at 434-832-7030 and online at pdlaw.us.
This broadcast on the Liberty Flame Sports Network is made possible through underwriting support from Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts most insurances including Anthem. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Morrill Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames thanks Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with businesses to offer cloud, security, voice and data technology, and connectivity solutions. Segra provides these broadband and data security solutions throughout the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast and can be reached at segra.com. Segra, a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
coverage of Liberty Flames football continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Your behind-the-scenes access to Liberty Flames football comes your way on the Haley's Appliance Countdown to Kickoff show. Coming up, we'll get the inside scoop on today's game from color analyst Jason Porter, and head coach Jamie Chadwell will give us his pregame thoughts before the Flames take the field. The Countdown to Kickoff show is presented through underwriting support from Haley's Appliance, a full-service appliance dealer that specializes in appliance sales and service. The Countdown to Kickoff show is also sponsored by Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. 11 West, First Bank and Trust. First Bank and Trust provides a suite of services, tools, and financial resources at their numerous locations and at firstbank.com. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentle Shepherd Hospice. Gentry Lock Attorneys. The Good Feet Store. And by Haley's Appliance.
Shotgun for Salter. The snap, the handoff. Cooley up the middle. Surging his way to the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty.
The Liberty Flames are 30 minutes out from kickoff, and it's time to continue our pregame radio coverage. Alongside Jason Porter, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Welcome inside Fifth Third Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia, tonight for Liberty Flames football. The 5-0 Flames try to get checkpoint number 1 as they try to go bowl eligible, playing at Kennesaw State. Liberty 3-0 in Conference USA play after their overtime win October 3rd over FIU, while Kennesaw State is 0-6, 0-2 in Conference USA play as they make their way into FBS here this season. You've already heard from Jason Porter, but we're going to hear a lot more from JP as we bring you more pregame coverage brought to you by Haley's Appliance. Jason, good to have you on the trip here. It's a team that, second game in 32 days. It's got to be a team that you imagine the Bulls running down Pamplona, just trying to get to the Coliseum. Or you take whatever analogy you want, Churchill Downs, what have you. They're ready to get out of those gates. And I know the fans, the media, they want a fast start. My point is, how do you finish? How do you get to 5-0? You might stumble out of the gates, but they're finishing games. But tonight, Jamie Chadwell wants his team to play clean, play crisp, and there's no reason why they should not and could not here tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge coming out of the long layoff, as you just mentioned and alluded to a minute ago, AY, and I think that's going to be one of the focuses for the Flames tonight as they get up against Kennesaw. And make no mistake about it, Kennesaw State at 0-6 is a hungry football team. So yeah, there's a lot for them to be playing for here tonight in front of their home crowd as well. But definitely a checkpoint, an important one here for the Flames this evening.
And let's be frank, and we'll hear from Jamie Chadwell coming up here in just a little bit. Liberty, and not his words, but they've continued to sustain the success of this program and compare it to whatever the hot team is in college football within that conference. Right. The Georgia of the SEC, Miami, Clemson of the ACC. That's what Liberty is in Conference USA. You're going to get the best shot of all these teams, and Jamie Chadwell has said from the jump, why can't we give those teams our best punch and do that here tonight? And this is one of those games where, okay, is this going to be more about Kennesaw State or more about Liberty? And I think this is going to be more about Liberty and what they can do against a Kennesaw State team that is making their way into FBS. Very good, successful FCS team for a long time, and now they're making that big jump. And Brian Bohannon's the right guy for the job. He's the head coach of Kennesaw State. He has won every year he's been here, and it's not easy, and Liberty knows that. But tonight, it's a game that Liberty, they think they kind of have to get off to a fast start. You don't want an 0-6 team battling you to the end and gaining that confidence in their home venue. And so a lot at stake here for Liberty. most importantly, you get that bowl eligibility with a win here tonight.
Yeah, I think so. And Jamie Chadwell has always done a great job. Started last year, of course, keeping this team focused on the checkpoints and the next game ahead kind of a thing. And, it's important now. Back in a rhythm with the Wednesday night game tonight, a Wednesday night game next week against Jacksonville State, formidable opponent, obviously, towards next week. So it's important to get this one going and playing well tonight and take care of some of those self-inflicted wounds that we were talking about earlier.
We'll take a timeout of our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Haley's Appliance. When we come back, we'll have more from the Jerry Edwards radio booth here at Fifth Third Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia. It's Liberty Kennesaw State tonight on your radio, your mobile device, your Liberty app, worldwide at libertyflames.com. However you're accessing us, also on our Facebook page, facebook.com/LFSN radio. Join the broadcast. Email us here in the booth, lfsn@liberty.edu. I know Rick is going to email us here before it's all said and done. You can also join us on X as well. Become part of the broadcast with us. We'd love to have you here on it tonight. We'll take a timeout of our pregame coverage brought to you by Van Wagner, and we'll have more pregame coverage here from Kennesaw, Georgia after this timeout from Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. Thompson Brooks Insurance helps individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding life and health insurance, Medicare, and retirement planning. Thompson Brooks Insurance can be reached at 434-385-8500 or online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance. Planning today for tomorrow.
Joe Yock, branch partner with Alcova Mortgage, is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Joe Yock provides step-by-step lending support, explains the options, and connects clients with the most suitable loan. Joe Yock of Alcova Mortgage provides home mortgage and lending services to buyers and investors throughout Central Virginia and can be reached at 434-258-3549 and alcova.com/JoeJ.
NMLS ID 315849, Alcova Mortgage. NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
AquaPros is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. AquaPros serves Lynchburg and the surrounding region with hot tubs, pools, grills, hearth items, and accessories. AquaPros carries brands including the Big Green Egg, Marquee Spas, Hearthstone and Vermont casting stoves, and more. With locations in Lynchburg, Bedford, and Roanoke, AquaPros is ready to serve you. More information on AquaPros is available by phone at 434-237-5913 or at aquapros.com.
The Journey thanks Blue Ridge Apothecary for their support. Blue Ridge Apothecary compounds personalized prescriptions to meet the needs of individual patients. They prepare medications such as bioidentical hormone replacement, skincare products, pain creams, and pet medications. Blue Ridge Apothecary is a compounding-only pharmacy located across from Towers Mall in Roanoke and can be reached through the Journey Business Directory at myjourneyfm.com or at 540-345-6480.
Welcome back to the Haley's Appliance Countdown to Kickoff show on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Welcome back inside Fifth Third Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia. We are northwest of downtown Atlanta, not far. Liberty flew into Hartsfield International last night, and we'll fly back to Lynchburg Regional once we are done with the game. And it's our second trip here to Kennesaw State. I want to take the fans back just a little bit, Jason Porter, to our last game here back in 2016. Liberty won it 36-21. And some of these names the Liberty fans will remember. Frankie Hickson had a school record 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown in this building. Alex Probert had 3 field goals. They weren't chip shots, 2 from 47 and 1 from 50 yards out for Probert. Stephen Buckshot Calvert was the quarterback at the time, was 22 of 30 for 211 yards. Todd Macon ran for 74 yards and a touchdown. And the Black Samurai, deemed up by himself, Devontae Brown, had 9 tackles, 3 tackles for loss in that win for Liberty over Kennesaw State. So just some of our former Big South memories. We were talking about the Big South days at lunch here today. Some of the memories as Liberty climbed that mountaintop to FBS just a short, 7 years ago. I guess the announcement came out in 2017, and now look at Liberty 5-0 knocking on that door of bowl eligibility once again. Alan York alongside Jason Porter here at Fifth Third Stadium. Just a look at some of the couple of keys here in this game. Jason, as a Liberty fan, as a player, you look at the Kennesaw State stats and not what they used to be in their FCS days. They're struggling at quarterback, struggling running the football. Liberty, a good balanced attack. So, again, cut the penalties down, take care of the football, rush the football, set up that pass. I think Liberty should be in pretty good shape here tonight.
I agree, and I think defensively, the Flames defense has played so well these last couple of games, and I think if you're a defensive player for Liberty tonight, your ears are pinned back, so to speak, and they're looking at realizing that KSU is having some struggles on offense, and so it's an opportunity for them to really just kind of inflict their will, I guess, defensively, and really set the tone for this ball game.
Liberty getting some folks back in this ball game. Dante Lee, wide receiver, he'll be back. I saw Juju Gray, who hadn't played since the Campbell game. He was getting lathered up before the game. He's been out with a lower body injury. He's on about a 15 to 20 play pitch count, according to head coach Jamie Chadwell. But Liberty defensively will get Jay Hardy back. He's been out since week 2. Defensive lineman has been out since the New Mexico State game. Brylan Green, outstanding defensive back who plays the star position. He'll be back. But breaking news, Liberty will be without Christian Bodner, redshirt freshman from Brandon, Florida. Had a team and career-high 7 tackles and the biggest tackle of the game against FIU, dislodging the ball from Kewan Jenkins to help Liberty win in overtime. Christian Bodner did not make the trip. He is out with what Jamie Chadwell is calling an illness. Jamie told me on the tarmac yesterday specifically that Seabod will not make the trip. I said, how do we talk about it on the radio, because he's an upcoming star for you? And he goes, he's out with an illness, and we're thinking about Christian Bodner and his recovery, but not here tonight. But that being said, other opportunity for some guys to step up here and help Liberty get the bowl eligibility. That's the goal here tonight, Jason. Regardless of what happens down the road, you get that 6th win. You know you're going to be playing in a bowl somewhere, and that's at checkpoint number 1 we'll talk about. Not going to play it right now, but towards the end of the game, should Liberty be up, we've got a really cool sound clip from last year with the Liberty coaches talking about a checkpoint, because that's what it is. They know it's an important game here tonight in the league. And on top of it, national TV, a lot of exposure for both these teams here tonight.
That's right. And it's speaking of that national exposure, for folks that are tuning in, we're starting to see some Flames Nation representing here tonight at KSU Stadium. Lots of pockets of red out there.
And there's also about 30 fans of Caden Callahan. He is a backup linebacker. He's from the suburban Atlanta area. He says, his parents said, if you hear cowbells tonight, we're not in Stark Vegas. We're in Kennesaw, Georgia. So the contingent supporting Caden Callahan with their cowbells will be out for us here. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll hear the pregame thoughts of head coach Jamie Chadwell, Liberty at Kennesaw State tonight. This is Liberty football from Van.
We're going to keep elevating and getting better, so the sky's really the limit. It's really on our control.
Rise with us.
Snap, spot. Go up! It's blocked! The Flames have won! The Flames have won! Block kick, and Liberty celebrates in Orlando. 37-34.
Action, White under pressure, dog pile back at the 22. Whoa!
This is Flames Nation.
Kick on the way. It's floating up and hits it. He hits it.
To the 20, to the 10, to the 5. He's in. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty.
Lamb to throw. End zone. Intercepted. We intercepted. We got it.
We are Lynchburg's hometown team.
Snap. Spot. Kick. Has the leg. It is good. With 1 second left.
From Central and Northern Virginia to the Roanoke Valley and the Sandhills of North Carolina, the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner is on the air. The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner presents live radio play-by-play coverage of Liberty Flames football. Today's broadcast of Liberty football is presented through underwriting support from Ironclad Coffee Roasters, the finest hand-picked specialty coffees from around the world, craft roasted in Richmond, Virginia. Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Larry's Tire provides preventative maintenance, repair, and service at multiple locations and at larrystireservice.com. More information is available at centuryexteriors.com. And by Thompson Brooks Insurance. Planning today for tomorrow.
Caden to throw over the middle. It's caught in the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty. Austin Henderson, his second score.
It's game time on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Alongside Jason Porter, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Once again, welcome inside Fifth Third Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia for Liberty Flames football. I'm Alan York, Jason Porter alongside, and our entire crew, including Nick Pierce, who's on the Carter Bacon Trust sideline. We'll head down there right now for a bird's eye view, or maybe, I don't know, like a Nick Pierce eye view of what's going on.
Yeah, we're down here field wait and see here in just a moment. We don't have an official ref feed tonight, but one thing I can also tell you is this is an absolute perfect night for college football. Not a cloud in the sky. Late October here in Georgia, a little bit warmer than it normally is this time of the year, but once that sun finishes going down, we're going to be probably in the high to mid 60s here tonight, and should just be an absolute gorgeous evening for college football as the Flames come out here off a bye week. And Alan, this may or may not be something you and Jason hit on in pregame there a moment ago. This is the fourth time Kennesaw State is facing a team coming off of a bye week.
Yeah.
The Owls have really been up against it. Everyone's had plenty of time to prepare for them. At 0-6 this year, they're hoping for better fortunes tonight, but the Flames look to keep that perfect 5-0 record intact.
Kennesaw State team last year 3-6 as they played as an independent in FCS before making the jump here to FCS football. Liberty in their navy blue helmet, white jersey, blue breeches. Kennesaw State black helmet, gold, kind of Big Bird yellow jersey, and those yellow pants. Deep to receive for the Kennesaw State Owls is number 8, Tykeem Wallace. He's a redshirt junior from Thomasville, Georgia. Max Morgan will kick it off for Liberty. 30 kickoffs, 14 touchbacks. He'll boot it from our left to right as soon as we get the whistle here at Fifth Third Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia. Tykeem Wallace has his heels on the goal line to our right. 13 kick returns, 23 yards per return with a long of 30. Here comes the run-up and the boots. Kind of a helicopter spin that'll bounce just to the left of Kennesaw State, painted in yellow, into the end zone for a touchback. Question for Kennesaw State, fellas, is who's going to be the quarterback? Caleb Johnson started last ball game out against Middle Tennessee. Davis Bryson started the first 5 games. And Braden Bohannon, the son of the head coach, Brian Bohannon, has also played a little bit. Owls will come out at the 25-yard line. And appearing out in their gold uniforms as they line up in the pistol with one back in the back. It's a bad snap, and the quarterback just had to jump onto it, and that's Davis Bryson, who will make the start. Redshirt sophomore out of Freedom High School in Woodbridge, Virginia, same high school that produced Liberty defensive end T.J. Bush. So on snap 1, it's back at the 21-yard line, so second down and 14 now for Kennesaw State, just inside the right hash. Tight end goes in motion to the left, snap to Bryson, sets up a screen near side, and at the 20, Dexter Ricks will collide with the back out of the backfield, Quay Ashley. Stop made on the near side numbers back at the original line of scrimmage by Dexter Ricks and a couple of other Flames in white jerseys. Third down and 10 to go for Kennesaw State. They're averaging 8 yards to go on third down, so they're not very successful on first and second down. That theme is returning right now here early. No score, 1 minute gone, opening possession of the game. Bryson gets the snap, throws over the middle. Pass will be caught between the hashes up to the 37-yard line. Catch made by Blake Bohannon, the other son of the head coach. And he'll pick up around 12 over the middle. And a first down for Kennesaw State. Stop made by Joseph Carter, Flames leading tackler. The ball is all the way up to the 37-yard line after the gain of 12. Owls back to the line. Option play. Jerome Jolly just runs right in the gap and collides with Quay Ashley. They blow the play dead. Back at the 34-yard line. Great play by the linebacker, Jerome Jolly. Also Chris Bodie in on the play.
And this could be part of the theme that we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, why this defensive line takes so much pride in what they do, and it will be interesting to see if the Flames can set that tone.
Another play behind the sticks for Kennesaw State. Second down and 12. Back at the Owls' 35-yard line. No score, 2 minutes gone, opening drive of the game. Snap to Bryson, rolls the pocket left, being chased by Carter, throws downfield, diving catch at the 45-yard line. Corey Jones had the coverage on Tykeem Wallace, the third leading receiver for Kennesaw State, and they pick up about 7 on the play. It'll be third down and a long 2 right at the Owls' 45-yard line.
Bryson's 2 pass attempts here have had a lot of zip on the ball there. He's throwing with good velocity.
Blake Bohannon goes wide to the right, tight end to the left, wing left. Now they send the wing to the right on third down. Handoff up the middle to Preston Daniels, 6-year senior, Sandersville, Georgia. He was tripped up at the line by defensive lineman Chris Bodie. And Daniels not easy to bring down, 5'11", 250 pounds. No gain on the play. Fourth down and 2 for Kennesaw State. They're rolling the dice at the Owls' 45.
Going for it.
Offset eye to the left of Bryson. Hard count, nobody moves. And now Bryson looks to the near side on 4th and 2 as they signal in a new set of plays. A couple of guys signaling them in, and play clock is at 3, and Kennesaw State might take a timeout. There's the whistle. And there is the timeout called. Now they're going to give a delay of game. So they did not call timeout. And Kennesaw State, I'm not sure why. Typically, you would do that in this punting. I'm not sure why they gave up those 5 yards. I really don't.
You get your punter in a little bit better situation. Honestly, it's too early in the game, I think, to burn a timeout. So
right.
I kind of get it.
But you could have sent in the punting team anyway. I don't. That's my point. And they get a good punter. Don't get me wrong. Jacob Ulrich, best punter in the league, punts it back to Brylan Green at the 14. Near side numbers to the 20, and Brylan up to the 26-yard line. I'm just not sure about those 5 yards. Why they gave that up. Anyway, I digress. 11:05 left to play in the first quarter, and a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. No score, Liberty. Its first crack at points when we come back to Kennesaw, Georgia after this timeout from Van Wagner.
Touchdown, Liberty!
Liberty Flames football brings you midweek on the mountain. Be at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg for Flames football. Wednesday, October 30th, when Liberty takes on Jacksonville State in a Conference USA clash. Kickoffs at 7 p.m. Pregame trick-or-treating at Flames Fan Fest. And a free game ticket for kids in costume, ages 12 and under. Liberty versus Jacksonville State, Wednesday, October 30th at 7 p.m. in Lynchburg. Tickets and info at libertyflames.com/midweek.
Aqua Pros is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. Aqua Pros serves Lynchburg and the surrounding region with hot tubs, pools, grills, hearth items, and accessories. Aqua Pros carries brands including the Big Green Egg, Marquee Spas, Hearthstone and Vermont casting stoves, and more. With locations in Lynchburg, Bedford, and Roanoke, Aqua Pros is ready to serve you. More information on Aqua Pros is available by phone at 434-237-5913 or at aquapros.com.
The Journey thanks Blue Ridge Apothecary for their support. Blue Ridge Apothecary compounds personalized prescriptions to meet the needs of individual patients. They prepare medications such as bioidentical hormone replacement, skincare products, pain creams, and pet medications. Blue Ridge Apothecary is a compounding-only pharmacy located across from Towers Mall in Roanoke and can be reached through the Journey Business Directory at myjourneyfm.com or at 540-345-6480.
.11:05 to play. First quarter, no score Liberty at Kennesaw State. Our opening kickoff tonight was presented by Relevant Law. They've been a great partner with us on Van Wagner and the Liberty Radio Network for a few years and presents our opening kickoff and tip-off for basketball season. Yeah, it's coming up here less than 2 weeks. Liberty and Valparaiso, both the men and women, open up just outside of Dayton, Ohio on Monday, November 4th. All right, Flames come out. Navy blue helmet, white jersey, navy blue breeches. Tyson Mobley will be split wide to the right. Elijah Canyon, Trayon Sibley to the left. Sibley's in the slot. And Quentin Cooley, Flames leading rusher, will be split wide to the right. On first down and 10 from the 27. Kennesaw State had to punt after one first down gained. And here comes Liberty as Cooley now will sprint to the left of the quarterback, Caden Salter. Play action. Salter runs to the left. He gets to the edge. He's banged down on the far side numbers. Right around the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 39, so gain of 12. Stop made by Jericho Washington in Atlanta, Georgia. Defensive back for Kennesaw State.
Interesting play call coming out of the break there for K-Salt to get his first hit of the game.
Empty backfield for Salter, first and 10 from the 39. Salter again designed run up the middle, looking for room, dances outside to the far sideline to midfield, and he stretches as he falls down, tackled right on his white Nikes for a gain of 11. So 2 plays, 2 10-plus yard runs for Caden Salter as Tyler Hallam, defensive back, makes the stop right by Liberty head coach Jamie Chadwell.
K-Salt's got running back skills, AY. It's just such a difficult threat.
2 receivers each way. Ball's on the left hash. Bentley Hanshaw, the tight end, goes in motion, and they throw to Hanshaw on the left flat. Hanshaw barrels his way into Kennesaw State territory at the Owls 43. A pickup of 8 yards as Jericho Washington Jr. makes his second tackle. Flames are getting the ball down the field. 2 long runs, and now a positive throw to Bentley Hanshaw. Veteran tight end makes his 28th career catch. Sibley goes in motion, snap back to Salter, hands off to Cooley, trying to run around the right side, and he cannot get to the yard to gain. He picks up about 1.5 yards. It'll be 4th down and short as Garland Benyard makes the stop. He's one of their star linebackers. I've said 4th down. It's 3rd down and 1. Flames hurry up offense here. Snap to Salter. Fakes the handoff. Throws over the middle. Twisting catch. And he falls down as Trayon Sibley. First down for the Flames down at the Owls 35-yard line. Isaac Paul, defensive back, makes the stop. Trayon Sibley leading the Flames with 370 receiving yards, his 18th catch of the year. Ball's just inside the left hash. No score. 8:45 left to go in the first quarter. Double wing for the Flames. Snap to Salter, first down. Backs up in the pocket, now steps up. He throws near side and overshoots Tyson Mobley on the near sideline just beyond the Kennesaw State bench.
Great job by Mobley on that route, though, to maintain his tiptoes kind of on that sideline, just out of his reach, a little too high on the pass.
Caden Salter comes into this ballgame 5th in Conference USA, 1,074 yards passing. 5th in the conference with 7 touchdowns. Top 10 in completion percentage at 63. He does have a couple of rushing touchdowns. He got those against FIU 2 weeks ago in the overtime win over the Panthers. 2nd down 10 from the Owls, 35. Flames moving left to right. Hand off to Cooley. Runs to the right side. He's wrestled down at the 33-yard line. Picks up 3 by Jordan Miles, redshirt junior from Indianapolis, Indiana. His 21st tackle of the year. Now it's 3rd down and 7 for Liberty. They just converted a second ago to Trayon Sibley over the middle. But that was 3rd and short. This is 3rd and 7. Flames come in offensively, number 1 in the conference at 49% on 3rd down. Kennesaw State, 102 in the country, giving up 42% on 3rd down. Mobley goes in motion to the left. 3 receivers that way for Caden Salter. Snap back to number 7 and White. On the right hash. Throws over the middle. Comeback route caught by Mobley at the 17-yard line. A first down for Liberty. Picks up 15 on the comeback route to Mobley. Jericho Washington, another tackle. That catch for Mobley, his 19th of the year. That leads the club, and a first down for Liberty in the Earthright Mid-Atlantic red zone.
Great pass and catch there offensively, but how about that pocket protection?
Oh, yeah.
Caden had all the time in the world to get his feet set and find Mobley. Beautiful pass.
Those linemen just there like pillars to give Salter time. Here's Juju Gray. His first action since week 1 gets the end around, and a flag is out. Bentley Hanshaw, I think, will be assessed a hold on the near side. Good to see number 1, Juju Gray, back, as he was out the last 4 games with a lower body injury. He's on a 15 to 20 play count here tonight, the NC State transfer.
Boy, how fast were those feet moving right there as he was running, trying to make it around the end, AY.
And there'll be a hold on the Flames' Bentley Hanshaw. So that will back the Flames up to the 27-yard line of the Owls.
Looked like one of those holding plays that Bentley just kind of got caught in. He couldn't tell which direction Juju was going, so he just grabbed this guy.
First down for Liberty and 20 at the Owls' 27. No score, 6:50 left. Jacob Jenkins in at 1 wide receiver. Swing play near side, a low throw, incomplete. Devon Blue out of the backfield. And that was a forward throw by Caden Salter down the line to go. Throw to said mention Dante Lee at the 20, near side numbers. Picks up about 8 on 2nd down and 20. Stop made by Isaac Paul, redshirt freshman from Panama City, Florida.
Another nice clean pocket there for Salter, but that was a key block by Quentin Cooley, picking up that edge rusher to allow him to have time to make that pass.
3rd down and 12 for Liberty. 6:15 to play, clock ticking, first quarter, no score. Hanshaw goes in motion to the left, 3 by 1. And now movement by the Flames. John Paul Flores playing left tackle. And now they're going to call the penalty on Kennesaw State.
That was one of those reactions where John Paul saw the defensive player moved and mimicked him and drew the call. Nice play.
So 3rd down and 7 now for Liberty at the 15-yard line. After that Kennesaw State penalty, 3 receivers to the left, 2 right. Empty backfield for Salter. Snap back to Salter, 3rd and 8. Throws over the middle. Caught in the end zone, right in the middle. Light them up. Touchdown, Liberty. Trayon Sibley right in front of the goalpost. Catches that strike from Caden Salter, and the Flames up 6-0. 5:43 to play in the first.
Great route by Sibley. Just settled in right there on the goal line. K-Salt found him for the easy 6.
Second touchdown of the year for Trayon Sibley. His first came in that 70-yard sprint against Campbell in week 1. Colin Carhew, senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Out for the extra point. It is on the way. Splits the pipes. He is a perfect 20 of 20 on extra points this season. Opening drive for Liberty. Nets points. 7-0 Flames. 5:43 left to play first quarter. We'll step aside as you hear this from Van.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
As a proud sponsor of Liberty Flames Athletics.
So
5:43 left to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Liberty after 11 play at the 73-yard drive. 3 third-down conversions. Trayon Sibley, a 15-yard touchdown catch. Alongside Jason Porter, I'm Alan York. Got Jamie Hall with us here. Nick Pierce on the Carter Bank and Trust sideline. We've got Cody Whitman and Greg Fredericks, our engineers. Good contingent of Liberty fans here at the stadium. Our radio booth is literally right on the concourse. You walk out of the booth, you're in the midst of the concession stands, the cotton candy, the frozen lemonade, all that good stuff. And a lot of yellow here, but man, I could not turn and not see red shirts as well.
Absolutely, Flames Nation.
Yep. Max Morgan, 37 in white. He sits right in front of us on the charter jets. Little helicopter kick, spin into the end zone, touchback for Kennesaw State. So second drive for Kennesaw State. That will start at the 25-yard line. Brian Bohannon is their head coach. He said, despite being 0-6, we pride ourselves in our culture. He said, you come to our practices, you wouldn't know you're watching an 0-6 team. They're continuing to fight. They continue to have that energy. And these seasons can get really long when you don't win games.
Yeah.
So that culture has to really buoy your team. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. T.J. Bush just wraps up the quarterback, Davis Bryson, after a gain of 1. And how about that?
Yeah, you talk about the culture. Bryson was one of those guys that Coach Bohannon really talked highly of this week. When he got benched last week, he said he handled it better than I would have. Talking about how he was cheering on his teammates down on the sideline and just really took it like a man.
2nd down and 9 from the 26 for Kennesaw State. Snap to Bryson, handoff to the tailback. That's Quay Ashley, their second leading rusher from Dublin, Georgia. 139 yards receiving, 200 yards rushing on the year.
A lot of the offense for the Owls is running through Quay Ashley. It's going to be important for the Flames defense to contain him tonight.
That last tackle made by Brenton Williams, redshirt freshman from Opelika, Alabama. 3rd down 2 for the Owls at the 33. 7-0 Liberty. 4:38 left to go in the first. Another handoff up the middle. And a 3-yard gain. Stop made by Jay Hardy. Good to see number 4 in white back in there. 1st down for Kennesaw State, brought to you by First Bank and Trust.
And they went to Michael Benefield that time, so it's interesting. They're going to, I guess, rotate those guys within the same drive, Benefield and Ashley.
Benefield, the leading rusher on this team, 242 yards on the ground so far. 1st down, end around. They pitch it to Tykeem Wallace, and he cannot get to the corner. T.J. Bush, another stop. Corey Jones also there to help the Flames. Good speed down the line by Liberty. 2nd down. And we'll still call it 10 for Kennesaw State. 7-0 Liberty. 3:50 left to go in the first quarter. In the 4th all-time matchup between Liberty and Kennesaw State. Jacob Norcross, number 59 in gold, over the football. His mouthpiece dangles off of his face mask. Snap made to Bryson. Throw over the middle. Pass caught past midfield. Right around the 40-yard line is Jaden Robinson, his 6th catch of the year. True freshman out of Florida. Alex Oliver makes the grab, but Not before a healthy gain of about 19 yards for Robinson. And for the first time, Kennesaw State's in Liberty territory. Flames up 7-0, 3:06, clock ticking in the first.
I don't think Robinson realized how open he was on that route. Nice play and catch by him.
Number 9, Davis Bryson, with a black undershirt under his gold jersey. Takes the snap, turns to his right, play action, throw it the middle. Wide open, Christian Moss. He'll walk into the end zone. 42-yard pitching catch. And it's a touchdown for the Owls.
Well, it looked to me like the Flames were daring Kennesaw State to throw the ball on them, and they said, fine, we will. That's more or less what it looked like to me. And I think they had a lot of people committed to the run right there. Ashley sucked him in on the play action, and boom, right over the middle.
Austin Welch in for the extra point. It's on the way, and it is good. Timeout on the field with 2:49 to play in the first quarter. Liberty 7, Kennesaw State 7.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Haley's Appliance offers major brands of appliances and outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance on Fort Avenue, and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at haleys.com.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of User Blend and Steam Engine Blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
(14-7), Kennesaw State leading Liberty. 10:21 to play in the first half. 60-yard drive on 4 plays after Kennesaw State stopped Liberty on 4th and 5. And a key play on that drive, 41-yard catch by Jaden Robinson, who's got 2 41-yard completions in this game. And the 1-yard touchdown run by Michael Benefield, giving Kennesaw State the lead. Here on a night where the promotion is a Hawaiian shirt giveaway. Now, way back in my younger years, I'd be digging that. You can look across the field. Their students are behind the Liberty bench. It's a gold, black, and white Hawaiian shirt. All right, Liberty going to get the kickoff here from Austin Welch. Their regular kickoff person, Britton Williams, is out with an injury, so Austin Welch had 7 kickoffs entering this game tonight. Kicks it downfield with his right foot, end over end. It'll bounce back behind Kylan Austin once again and up against one of the black megaphones that the Kennesaw State cheer team has behind the goalpost to our right. So touchback for Liberty, and the Flames down here, fellas, 14-7. And last time Liberty got it into Kennesaw State territory, went for it on 4th and 5. Pass play to Elijah Canyon was incomplete. Speaking of Canyon, he is wide to the right. Treyon Sibley's in the slot to the right. One receiver to the left. Quentin Cooley, the tailback. Play action pass on first down. Salter rolls right, throws downfield, and a pass dropped by Treyon Sibley at the 42-yard line. Love to see a replay of that to see Isaac Paul and how close he came to knocking that one down. And, yep, Sibley just dropped it.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't see that much from the 6-year senior Treyon Sibley out of Akron, Ohio, who does have the lone touchdown catch for Liberty. Same formation. Tyson Mobley near side to the left. Sibley goes in motion to the backfield on second down. Handoff to Quentin Cooley. Trying to go up the middle and doesn't get much. 1-2 maybe at the most. Sidney Porter, one of the outside linebackers, plugging that gap. It's 3rd down and 8 for Liberty. 9:57 left in the first half. 14-7 Kennesaw State.
Only 65 yards on the ground so far for the Flames right now. They haven't gotten that part of the game going this evening.
Redshirt freshman Aaron Fenimore. Georgia native over the football. 3rd and 8 at the 27. Snap back to Salter, number 7 in white on the hash. Throws up near sideline. Mobley on the attempt. Incomplete. No flags. And it's 4th down, and Liberty's going to punt. That's the Max Morgan sent to boot. Punts it. Fair catch called for by Kennesaw State at the 34 by Javen Williams. And Kennesaw State will have the football back after another media timeout here in Metro Atlanta. 9:22 left in the first half. Kennesaw State 14, Liberty 7. This is Flames football from Van Wagner.
Jason Porter for his support.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Carl Miller Realty is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Carl Miller Realty team helps simplify the process of buying or selling residential and investment property. The Carl Miller team helps clients make informed housing decisions and offer support throughout the entire buying or selling process. Carl Miller and his team can be reached at carlmillerrealty.com.
(14-7) Kennesaw State leading Liberty. 9:22 to play in the first half. Our broadcast tonight brought to you on the radio, part by C12, which is a peer advisory network of Christian business owners and top executives committed to building high-performance businesses. C12virginia.com for more information. You know, we're talking during the commercial break, guys, about long plays downfield. Kennesaw State has 2 41-yard receptions so far in this game, and 58 yards after contact given up by Liberty. Jamie Chadwell told the media this week that in the last 2 games, Liberty has 200 yards after contact.
Well, look, and I don't know how many long passing plays or explosive passing plays they've had this year. That's 82 yards on 2 plays. They're averaging 126 passing yards a game. That just tells you that can't happen. Flames have got to get a little bit more physical down there tonight.
At the 33-yard line, Kennesaw State will start this drive. Fake handoff. This will be the quarterback, Davis Bryson, who runs into his high school teammate, T.J. Bush. They both played at Freedom High in Woodbridge. 2-yard game.
And to finish my thought, Dino Waits, cornerbacks coach, was down here challenging the secondary. Hey, get your hands on these guys tonight. I don't care the circumstance. That was the message in the huddle. Get your hands on these receivers.
2nd down and 8 up at the Owls 35. Kennesaw State 14, Liberty 7. 8:50 to play in the first half. Snap to Bryson. Swing play out to the left. Nice play out there by Quay Ashley, the back out of the backfield. Little swing play towards the Flames bench. Picks up a couple. T.J. Bush, Brylan Green there to help out on the stop. Good to see Brylan back in after missing the FIU game with a concussion. 3rd down 6 for Kennesaw State. 8:25 and counting in the half. 14-7 Owls. 3 receivers open to the right, 2 to the left. Flames show 5 on the defensive line. And they're all going to blitz. Snap to Bryson. Once again, T.J. Bush there to knock him down at the line of scrimmage.
Great stunt by T.J. to just sort of delay his pass attack. He came around the back of his teammate and made the sack.
Not to be forgotten, also Mike Jarvis, Wisconsin transfer, also in on that play. And a nice stop, really, all series by T.J. Bush.
Yeah.
4th down and 6.
Everywhere.
Funny situation for Kennesaw State.
Important stop there for the Flames defense. Great job by that defensive line.
Second punt of the night coming up for Jacob Ulrich, averaging 47 yards per punt. This is a wobbly spiral. Green will let it bounce at the 26 and takes a 90-degree.
Store is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
Thanks Patel and Dalrymple, attorneys at law, for their support. Serving the greater Lynchburg and surrounding areas, the law firm of Patel and Dalrymple represents clients at every stage of a real estate transaction. For both residential and commercial property, Patel and Dalrymple serves buyers and sellers with personal assistance throughout the closing process. They also offer comprehensive estate planning and business organization services. Patel and Dalrymple can be reached at 434-832-7030 and online at pdlaw.us.
Liberty Flames football on WRVL Lynchburg, WBOP Buffalo Gap, WVRI Clifton Forge, WVTW HD3 Charlottesville, WKHK HD3 Richmond, WHRO HD3 Norfolk, WVRL Elizabeth City, WVRA Enfield Rocky Mount, WVRD Zebulon, WVRH Norlina, WVRP Roanoke Rapids.
(14-7), Kennesaw State leading Liberty, 7:23 to play. In the second quarter, our broadcast is brought to you by Blue Ridge Apothecary, which compounds medication to help alleviate sickness for people and pets. More information is available at the Journey Business Directory, myjourneyfm.com. Tonight from Kennesaw, Georgia, Liberty and Kennesaw State, 4th all-time matchup. Liberty leads the series 2-1. They matched up 3 years in a row as Big South foes, 2015, 16, and 17. 1st and 10 for Liberty, moving right to left at its own 25. On the right hash, snap to Salter, hip high, hands off on the zone play to Quentin Cooley. Picks up 4 just inside the far numbers at the 29-yard line. Cooley came into this ball game leading the Big South in rushing, 545 yards. Has 4 100-yard games. Jerron Myers, defensive end, made that stop after a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 at the 29. 6:56 to play in the half. Liberty down 14-7. Snap to Salter. Again, a hands off to Cooley. Started left, now brings it right up the middle. Tough run of another 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1, right between the hash marks. Stop made by Q Billingsley, redshirt freshman from Phoenix City, Alabama.
Alan, one of the things that Quentin Cooley does so well is he just sees where those gaps are and just makes these little jump cuts that are hard to describe on the radio, but man, he's a threat.
Right between the hashes, Aaron Fenimore will snap it back. Bentley Hanshaw goes in motion to the right, kicks out the right end. Hand off to Cooley. He did not get it. It's 3rd and 1. Stop made by Javen Williams on the defensive right. Decision time now for Liberty as Vaughn Blue comes into the game. Also, Jacob Jenkins, backup tight end. Elijah Canyon will exit. It's 4th and a foot. Salter under center at the 34 of Liberty. Blue goes in motion. Snap to Caden. Jumps over the entire pile. Goes like Walter Payton used to do back in the day for the Chicago Bears and has the 1st down.
Yeah, we're used to seeing the tunnel dive there, and Caden went over the top instead, which was open.
All 4 defensive linemen cannot get credit for the tackle, but I bet all 4 at least tried to touch maybe the jersey of Salter, soaring over them. First down now at the 36. Liberty down 14-7. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Play action. Salter backs up in the pocket, throws it as he gets hit down the field. A receiver is there, so is 2 defenders, and it's intercepted at the 15-yard line by Kennesaw State. Salter tried to throw down the field to Dante Lee, but it was 2-on-1, and that one left up in the air just a little bit too much.
Yeah, he tried to get a little bit of air underneath there to give Dante Lee a chance to adjust, but it also allowed the Kennesaw defender to adjust as well to make the interception.
That pick made by Tyler Hallam, redshirt junior from Marietta, Georgia, his first career interception. And it's plays like that when you're 0-6 and you have the lead, you get that momentum behind you at home. And it becomes a little slippery slope if you're the opposing team.
Yeah, you listen to this crowd. We've got the defensive bench for Kennesaw right in front of us, and they are juiced.
Handoff up the middle. Big hole by the tailback, Quay Ashley, up to the 27-yard line. Gain of 9. Second down and 1 coming up. 4:45 left in the half. 14-7 Kennesaw State. Second down and 1 for Kennesaw State at the Owls 27. Bryson gets the snap, back in the pocket, sets up a screen and just throws it to the natural grass turf. And it's incomplete to bring up third down and 1. Donovan Dozier up the middle, backup defensive tackle, had the pressure on Davis Bryson.
Yeah, and that's the first time we've really seen the defensive line for Liberty in the backfield and forcing Davis Bryson into grounding the ball to get rid of it.
Third down 1, right around the 27-yard line. Snap to Bryson, handoff up the gut, and a first down run for Ashley again. Joseph Carter, middle linebacker, made the stop. That was the first turnover of the game for Liberty. Just the second interception thrown by Caden Salter, and just the second interception gained by Kennesaw State. First Bank and Trust first down at the 30 for the Owls. 14-7 Kennesaw State. Snap to Bryson. Swing play near side. Caught by the tailback, Michael Benefield. He's chased down by Brenton Williams on the near sideline. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Brent Williams, transfer out of Auburn. He'll play left end, right end. And at 6'4", 260 pounds, he looks the part of an FBS football player.
And he can move.
Second down and 10 at the 30 for the Owls. Snap to Bryson. Play action. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to go to the tight end. That was blanketed by Eli August. Really good coverage by the redshirt junior from Everett, Massachusetts. Third down 10 now for the Owls.
Well, and Jamar Brown got his hand up on that AY. Just about had a chance to maybe get a little bingo tip drill, but to no avail, but incomplete.
14-7 Kennesaw State, 3:11 left. Clock stopped in the first half. Empty backfield for Davis Bryson, the redshirt sophomore from Woodbridge, Virginia. Has a white towel by his right hip. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Flames have 5 on the defensive line on 3rd and 10. Snap back to Bryson, looking to his right, fires it near side, in and out of the hands of Quay Ashley, who took a stick from a Corey Jones. Corey Jones put that Navy helmet right in his navel. And Quay Ashley is not getting up after that.
Looked like he might have had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
Which I would have, too. I also would have had a couple ribs knocked out of me if I took that shot.
Dexter Ricks also helping that got into the traffic as well. That was a clean hit by Corey Jones. He took his right shoulder pad right into the hip of Quay Ashley.
Yeah, hit him in that right hip right there. And,
you know what, too? That ball was – Davis Bryson threw that one high, left him out to dry. And we had to jump up to try to secure that one. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down in a punting situation. And maybe the best weapon Kennesaw State has on their team is Toccoa, Georgia native Jacob Ulrich, fourth in the country in punting at nearly 48 yards per punt. This one's a missile. Fair catch called for by Brylan Green at the 20. And Liberty gets the ball back with 3 minutes left in the first half, down 14-7. So good job by Liberty to get the ball back after Caden Salter threw that interception.
Yeah, one of the few drives where Davis Bryson's made a few unforced errors, thrown a few incomplete passes tonight, too, for Kennesaw State. Gave the Flames a little bit of a break there defensively.
So first down and 10 for Liberty, moving from our right to left. Vaughn Blue, the tailback now, gets the pitch around the right side on the hash, far side. Weaves his way on the numbers past the 20, near the 26-yard line. So good run on first down. Donelius Johnson, redshirt sophomore from Patterson, Georgia, who had the first ever safety in Kennesaw State history in their last game against Middle Tennessee last week. Second down and 7 for Liberty. Now at the Flames 26, down 14-7, 2:29 to left in the half. Here's Billy Lucas. Motors his way for a gain of 7 right up the middle. Tackled down at the 33-yard line by Johnson again. And we'll see if Liberty gets a snap off before the 2-minute timeout. And does not look like they are in that much of a hurry. Game clock at 2:06. They might get a snap off here. First and 10 from the 33. And Liberty will not.
Ooh.
So, 2-minute timeout here on the field. We'll take it in Kennesaw, Georgia. 14-7 Kennesaw State. Late stages, second quarter. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Touchdown, Liberty!
Liberty Flames football brings you midweek on the mountain. Be at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg for Flames football. Wednesday, October 30th, when Liberty takes on Jacksonville State in a Conference USA clash. Kickoffs at 7 p.m. Pregame trick-or-treating at Flames Fan Fest. And a free game ticket for kids in costume, ages 12 and under. Liberty versus Jacksonville State, Wednesday, October 30th at 7 p.m. in Lynchburg. Tickets and info at libertyflames.com/midweek.
The Liberty Flames thanks Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with businesses to offer cloud, security, voice and data technology, and connectivity solutions. Segra provides these broadband and data security solutions throughout the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast and can be reached at segra.com. Segra, a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Two-minute timeout just about expired here in Kennesaw, Georgia. 15, 20 minutes northwest of downtown Atlanta. For you Liberty fans that love the Liberty Football Show with head coach Jamie Chadwell, tomorrow night, we don't typically have them right after games, but we got it tomorrow night. Melon Mushroom, place to be, 6 o'clock. Recapping this game, looking ahead to game on the mountain next Wednesday with the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State playing as good as any group of 5 team in the country right now.
They've got it clicking.
Yep. Liberty at the Flames 33, right between the hash marks. On first down and 10, we'll see what Willie Korn and this Flames offense have drawn up here. Caden Salter claps his hands, gets the snap, rifles it near side, diving catch of the 40, and they're going to call it incomplete. Off of the natural grass, Dante Lee could not secure it. It'll be second down and 10. Caden Salter started the game 5 of 7 on that first drive. And since then, he is one of his last 7 throwing the football, which includes a couple of throws downfield on the boundary. Second down and 10 from the Flames 33. Snap back to Caden again. This time throws it right side. And a drop at the 45-yard line. This time by Tyson Mobley. In and out. It was right there. This is not a problem Liberty's had this year, but that's 2 just drops. Treyon Sibley had one last drive, and this one just dropped right on the money. Yep. Tyler Hallam had the coverage. He also had the interception last drive. 14-7, Kennesaw State, 150 left in the first half. Flames on 3rd and 10 from their own 33. Empty backfield for Salter. Gets the snap, 3-man rush. Caden runs up the middle, in room 40. Dances at the 45 to the 50. Into Kennesaw State territory. They finally drag him down at the 34-yard line.
When all else fails, 7 up the middle.
It's about a 30-yard gain for Caden Salter. Hallam again on the stop. It's 1st and 10 now for Liberty at the 35. Handoff to Billy Lucas. A flag is out in the secondary. Interesting flag out. Lucas was stopped after a gain of a couple by Mylon Jones. They will repeat first down. Again, we apologize. We do not have the penalty was on Kennesaw State. We do not have the referee mic tonight, but it's 1st and 5 now.
And actually, after that penalty, they've reset the game clock to 1:32. That's what they just changed, right? The 12-man on the field thing. They've reset the clock from 1:29 to 1:32 after the penalty.
Yep, 1st and 5. Throw over the middle, almost picked off. It was tipped away by Isaac Paul. Little curl route on the hash by Treyon Sibley, knocked away. 2nd down and 5. Again, they changed that loophole last week after the way the Ohio State-Oregon game ended in Eugene
and the
weeks ago.
referee had initially said the clock will start on the snap, and then he changed it and came back. And I don't think you guys can hear it, but you can hear it in the stadium. And then he told the clock operator to reset. So
2nd down and 5 at the Kennesaw State 30. Handoff to Billy Lucas. Tripped up inside the 30, around the 26. Flames have all 3 timeouts. 1:22 left. And Liberty does call its first timeout. Donelius Johnson on the stop for Kennesaw State.
It's a nice opportunity there for Billy Lucas around that left side. There was some weak side pass rush coming from the right, and he was able to find some grass to the left.
Liberty has the ball at the 26-yard line. Flames won the toss for the first time this season. And we'll get the football in the 3rd to start the second half. 14-7 Kennesaw State. Owls took the lead on a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Michael Benefield with 10:21 left in the second quarter. Since then, a combination of 3 punts and an interception thrown by Liberty. But it did not hurt the Flames. They have the ball now at the Owls' 26. Billy Lucas is the tailback. There are 3 receivers in a triangle to the right of the right tackle. Tyson Mobley one-on-one to the left. Snap to Salter, throws out to Treyon Sibley on the right flat. He is just chopped down right at the line of scrimmage by Isaac Paul. Redshirt freshman who's had a nice night out of Panama City, Florida. It'll be 4th down and 1, and another timeout called for by Liberty with 1:14 left. And the half down 14-7. Good speed defensively by this Kennesaw State team. That is one thing that they feel like they're starting to get more consistency out of, and that is the Kennesaw State defense. They brought a little bit more pressure inside against Middle Tennessee State last week. And they held the Blue Raiders to just 2 yards per rush in that loss last week, 14-5 in Murfreesboro.
Yeah,
So
certainly some of that speed we're seeing on the edges tonight.
Dante Lee, Trayon Sibley wide to the left. 4th and 1. Tyson Mobley split to the right. Lucas with his red gloves on to the left of Salter in the shotgun. 4th and 1 at the 26. Snap to Caden. Option to the left. He has the first down. Ducks his way inside the hash, inside the 25-yard line. First Bank and Trust first down. Definitely a night where Caden Salter has more designed runs for him. There's an injured Owl on the field with 1:12 left in the half. It'll be first down and 10 for Liberty at the 22-yard line of the Owls. That tackle made by Jaden Grimes, defensive lineman for Kennesaw State.
Yeah, some of the things that we see sometime with Caden Salter on those runs is you can see him kind of hesitate a little bit, maybe picking some of the gaps. Tonight he's been much more forceful and intense making his moves, and he's been full speed.
Caden Salter, the leading rusher for Liberty, 6 carries, 65 yards. Bailey Lucas with 45 yards. Quentin Cooley just 6 carries for 15 yards. Leading receiver for Liberty, Trayon Sibley, 3 catches for 21 and a touchdown. This drive continuing with 1:12 left in the half. Liberty has 1 timeout left. Kennesaw State leads at 14-7, nearing halftime. Sibley and Dante Lee wide to the right. Tyson Mobley to the left. Snap back to Salter on first down. Throws out to the right. And a nice catch reaching up above his helmet to bring it in is Dante Lee at the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8 for Dante Lee. Javen Williams had the stop on the far sideline, so good catch for Dante Lee as he makes his 3rd catch of the ball game. Transfer from Division II Shaw, who missed last week with a concussion. It'll be 2nd down and 4 with 59 seconds left in the half. Liberty down 14-7. At the Owls 15, snap to Salter, empty backfield. Caden looking over the middle, throws a dart that way, tipped and over. Throws after that tip ball, trying to go to Hanshaw, the tight end, right over the middle, but it was tipped away by Donelius Johnson to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, a little bit behind Bentley, too. He was open, but it was just for a millisecond and kind of threw it back behind Bentley's right outstretched hand.
54 seconds left in the half. 3rd down and 4 for Liberty at the Kennesaw State 15. They are blaring that PA music right before the snap. And now a timeout has been called for by Kennesaw State. But the Owls will have 2 timeouts left. Liberty with 1. And Liberty came to the line. Kennesaw State saw what Liberty was lined up in and called timeout. Pivotal play here on 3rd and 4. And Colin Carhew, you think about the Liberty place kicker in his range. Jamie Chadwell said 30 and in, we should be good. Right now they're at the 15, so you feel pretty confident in the range of Colin Carhew. Should Liberty not convert here on 3rd.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Haley's Appliance offers major brands of appliances and outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance on Fort Avenue and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at haleys.com.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of User Blend and Steam Engine Blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
The Century Exteriors halftime show continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Time now for the halftime statistics, presented through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
$7:58 left on our halftime clock. Halftime show brought to you by Century Exteriors. Liberty and Kennesaw State tied at 14. Quick check of the scoring recap. After a Kennesaw State punt to lead off the game, Trayon Sibley 15-yard touchdown catch, 11 plays, 73-yard drive, 3 third-down conversions for Liberty. 7-0. Flames led, 5:43 left to go in the first quarter. Right after that, Kennesaw State 6 plays, 75 yards. Big strike. Christian Moss, 41-yard touchdown catch over the middle. Extra point tied the game at 7. After a 4th and 5 stop for Kennesaw State, the Owls go 4 plays, 60 yards, 41 of that on a catch by Jaden Robinson. Kennesaw State eventually found the end zone, 1-yard touchdown run. Michael Benefield, extra point good to make it 14-7, 10:21 left in the second quarter. After a couple of punts, Liberty would force a Kennesaw State punt, would go 12 plays, 81 yards, 48 seconds left in the half, 14-14 after Dante Lee's 15-yard touchdown catch and extra point by Colin Carhew. That's where we are. Liberty will get the ball to start the third quarter as we check the halftime stats, brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Speaking of Larry's, Ron Justice, big Liberty fan. We talked to Ron on the phone yesterday. Big Liberty radio fan, and love having them part of the broadcast. Total yardage, 212 for Liberty, 175 for Kennesaw State, 132 on the ground for Liberty, 80 through the air. Most of the damage for Kennesaw State through the air, 138 yards. Both teams with 3 penalties apiece. Liberty 12 first downs, 8 for Kennesaw State. On third down, Liberty 5 of 10. Kennesaw State 4 of 7. Liberty also 3 of 4 on fourth down in that first half. Total plays 41 for Liberty, 30 for Kennesaw State. Both teams averaging around 5 yards per play. Liberty a little bit better through the air. Or I should say on the ground, averaging 6 yards per rush, just 3 yards per rush for Kennesaw State. Liberty leading the time of possession, 16:57 to 13:03. Liberty the lone turnover in the first half, a Caden Salter interception to Kennesaw State. That was midway through the second quarter. Individually, Caden Salter, 9 of 19, 80 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Salter also the leading rusher, 6 carries for 65 yards. Billy Lucas, 9 carries for 45. Flames leading rusher, Quentin Cooley, just 6 carries for 15 yards for Cooley. Receiver-wise, let's see here. 6 different receivers have caught a ball, including Elijah Canyon, Bentley Hanshaw, Tyson Mobley, Trayon Sibley, Dante Lee with 3 catches apiece, and both with a touchdown catch, both of 15 yards. Davis Bryson for Kennesaw State is 11 of 15 for 138 yards and 1 touchdown. Quay Ashley, their tackle for loss. And for Kennesaw State, they're led by Jericho Washington Jr.'s 5 stops. Halftime stats brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. Game tied at 14, third quarter and second half coming up after this on the radio. Thanks to Van Wagner.
Jason Porter with Let for his support.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Our coverage of Liberty Flames football will continue after this 1-minute timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Carl Miller Realty is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Carl Miller Realty team helps simplify the process of buying or selling residential and investment property. The Carl Miller team helps clients make informed housing decisions and offers support throughout the entire buying or selling process. Carl Miller and his team can be reached at carlmillerrealty.com.
The countdown to kickoff is on. Whether you're a lifelong Flames fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, be early, be loud, and wear red. The Liberty Bookstore is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
Third quarter about to start here in Kennesaw, Georgia. The Flames in their end zone to the right, being huddled with strength coach Chad Scott. A couple of parting words for the Flames as they hit the field here in the second half. Alongside Jason Porter, I'm Alan York. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast here in Kennesaw, Georgia, about 20 minutes or so northwest of downtown Atlanta.
Hey, why I saw coming out of the tunnel, Mike Jarvis has got heavily taped right elbow, looks like, from mid-bicep down to his forearm there, but he's back fully participating and ready to go.
Right. And we are going to fully participate on the radio here in the second half. It's not to say we didn't in the first half at all, but we're going to give you our all in this next 30 minutes, folks. Join us if you want to. We're on our Facebook video stream, facebook.com/LFSN radio. Shout out to Woodstock, Virginia, and the Shenandoah Sheriff's Department. They're tuning in right now. What's up, guys and gals? And a number of other fans. You can also email us, lfsn@liberty.edu. Mike is on Ward's Road right now. He's getting a hamburger, he said, at a restaurant that is open right now. Hope he's got bacon and cheese on it. That's how we roll. But he's listening on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Flames will get the kickoff here. Kylan Austin deep to receive the kick. And it's going to be a helicopter spin. Austin will take it out from the end zone to the 10, 15, up to around the 20. Flag is out.
Kylan had a full head of steam right there.
Yep. We'll await the foul. Tackle made by Jaden Kimball, backup linebacker. Again, we don't have the services of the referee, Mike Reed Brotherton, who works out of Phoenix, Arizona, part of this Conference USA officiating crew. Told you we'd tell you a little bit more about Reed. He is an assistant principal at Levine Elementary in Phoenix.
It's a school night, isn't it?
It's a school night.
Man.
And he is not near Phoenix. And red eyes don't go east to west. So, I talked to him for the game. I literally did.
I'd probably taken care of that, though.
Should have asked him what his return trip is like. Anyway, Liberty from his own 20 will scrimmage. Option play on the first play. And Von Blue gets chopped down. He'll lose about 3. Good coverage defensively by Garland Binyard, a linebacker for Kennesaw State. And the Flames go backwards on play 1.
Alan, you mentioned it in the first half, but this Kennesaw State defense has some speed. There are definitely some key positions here where they've got some pursuit ability, and we've seen a lot of that tonight.
3 receivers go wide right. Jenkins, Sibley, and Canyon. Jenkins now goes back to the left as a wing on second down. Play action. Salter throws to Jenkins. Kind of a twisting catch past the 20. He'll pick up about 7 to bring up 3rd down and 7. Garland Binyard again on the tackle, second on this opening drive of the third. 1 minute gone, 14-14 here in the third quarter.
That was an absolute laser. Woo.
First catch of the night for Jacob Jenkins. Second catch as a Liberty Flame. Really good story on him and his family on the Liberty Flames football social media channels. Check it out. That debuted last week. 3rd and 7. Right around the 25. Snap to Salter. Throws left side. Incomplete. Diving catch. Attempt incomplete to Tyson Mobley. Tyler Hallam on the coverage. And Liberty will have to punt on its opening possession.
That was a very tight pocket there for Salter to get that, work that ball into on the sideline. Threw it the only place he could. It would have been a difficult catch.
Jamin Williams, number 15 in yellow, will be back at his own 35. Max Morgan, who's averaging around 43 yards per punt on the season, top 5 in Conference USA. Will punt it from around his 10. End over end kick, fair catch called for at the 40. Really good field position for the Owls. When we come back here to Kennesaw, Georgia, 13:33 left to go in the third. 14-14 our score. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. Thompson Brooks Insurance helps individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding life and health insurance, Medicare, and retirement planning. Thompson Brooks Insurance can be reached at 434-385-8500 or online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Joe Yock, branch partner with Alcova Mortgage, is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Joe Yock provides step-by-step lending support, explains the options, and connects clients with the most suitable loan. Joe Yock of Alcova Mortgage provides home mortgage and lending services to buyers and investors throughout Central Virginia and can be reached at 434-258-3549 and alcova.com/JoeJ.
NMLS ID 315849, Alcova Mortgage. NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
Aqua Pros is a proud supporter of Liberty Flames athletics. Aqua Pros serves Lynchburg and the surrounding region with hot tubs, pools, grills, hearth items, and accessories. Aqua Pros carries brands including the Big Green Egg, Marquee Spas, Hearthstone and Vermont casting stoves, and more. With locations in Lynchburg, Bedford, and Roanoke, Aqua Pros is ready to serve you. More information on Aqua Pros is available by phone at 434-237-5913 or at aquapros.com.
$13:33 left in the third quarter. 14-14. Kennesaw State and Liberty. The Owls looking for their first win as an FBS program. 0-10 all told. They're making the move here in 2024. Started the year at UTSA, losing 28-15. Their last ball game, 14-5, played better defensively. That was last Tuesday at Middle Tennessee. Blue Raiders on the Liberty schedule a little bit later this year. Liberty will travel to Murfreesboro. Kennesaw on its opening drive of the third. Good field position at the 40. Two receivers go wide to the right, one to the left, including Brian Bohannon's son, one of two on the team. This is the wide receiver, Blake. Davis Bryson, the quarterback, number 9, gets the snap, turns left, hands off up the middle. Benefield, big hole, midfield, into Liberty territory, stumbles ahead to the 40. He picks up 20-plus on that carry. Michael Benefield, you get him downhill, good night, he'll run you over.
Well, it looked like Benefield actually ran into the back of Bohannon, the wide receiver there, or at least tripped him up.
It will be a 42-yard gain for Michael Benefield. Into Liberty territory. Right off left tackle. Two receivers wide right. Ball's on the left hash. Game tied at 14. 2 minutes gone, third quarter. Bryson gets the snap, turns left. This time Benefield chopped down in the backfield. No gain on the play. Jerome Jolly, number 0 in white, shoots the gap and knocks him down.
Great job by Jerome, just staying home, staying in that gap. He was ready to take Benefield out right when he came in.
Jerome Jolly out of Jacksonville, Florida.
He's been playing more safety here tonight.
Yep. He's out there now, middle linebacker with Joe Carter to his right. Second down 11 from the 40. They end around, and Corey Jones with a big play on the defensive left. Knocking down the end around to Tykeem Wallace. How about that speed there for Corey Jones?
I don't know what the little flipper thing was that they just motioned to the sideline on him. It looked like he was flying to me, so I'm going to go with that. But, wow, what a play.
Loss of 3, 30-13 with 12 minutes and counting in the third. 2 plays behind the sticks for Liberty's defense. Game tied at 14, 11:50 to play in the third. 2 receivers outside the hashes on the near side, 1 receiver wide right. That receiver goes in motion behind the quarterback. Bryson gets the snap, design run up the middle. He'll be tackled at the 39-yard line. A couple of defensive linemen come off the bottom of the stack, including Chris Bodie, junior out of Columbia, Maryland, knocking him down. Gain of 4 back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 10. Kennesaw State did not attempt any 4th downs. And I kind of shocked they're going to try on 4th down here.
Yeah.
4th and 10.
0-6. Long field goal try.
That was one of the jump off sides calls, maybe?
Well, maybe, but it's still 4th down.
Yeah. 2 receivers left, 1 right at the Liberty 39. Snap back to Bryson. 4th and 10. Home run ball down the sideline. Incomplete. Flag is out in the secondary. What? Alex Oliver on the coverage, and we'll see if we can see a replay up here in the booth. On 4th and 10, Kennesaw State goes for it, and it's a pass interference on Liberty. They're going to show the replay here. It was intended for Bohannon. He got a little push. He didn't grab anything, but there's a better look.
Well, maybe with the left arm.
Got a little bit of the left arm, I guess they say. First down, automatic. Now inside the 25 of the 23. 1st and 10 for Kennesaw State after the penalty on 4th and 10. Handoff to Benefield, running right, and cannot get to the corner. A whole host of Flames. TJ Bush was there, Joe Carter. Also Alex Oliver coming up from his cornerback spot. Loss of 2 on the play.
Well, even Jamie Chadwell was asking the official down here. He said specifically, what did he do? And the official looked back at him and said contact. But, I mean, I thought that was kind of minimal, in my opinion.
Yep. 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play for Kennesaw State at the Liberty 23. 2 receivers to the left, including Robinson, who caught a 41-yard catch in the first half. 1 receiver to the right. He goes in motion behind the quarterback. Snap to Bryson. 2nd down and 10. Sets up a screen. Caught by Ashley. 15. Down to the 10. It'll be a 1st down and goal for Kennesaw State. Stop made by Quentin Reese.
Ashley ran in front of his blockers there. If he would have held up just a little bit, he had 2 offensive linemen that really could have plowed the way for him.
They'll mark him down at the 11, so it'll be 1st down and 10. With 9:38 to play in the third, Quay Ashley remains as the tailback behind Bryson. Snap back to number 9. Fakes the handoff, runs up the middle to the 8-yard line where he is tackled down by Brylan Green. So 2nd down after a gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6. Right around the 8-yard line. 9:11 to play in the third. Game tied at 14. Kennesaw State driving after a 4th down and 10. Incomplete pass, but a PI called on Liberty's Alex Oliver. Gave Kennesaw State 1st and 10 from the 23. This is 2nd down and 7 from the 8. Davis Bryson gets the snap, turns left, hands off to Ashley. Little rugby scrum right up the middle, takes it down to around the 6. It'll be third down. Bryce Dixon, defensive lineman there on the stop. Third down and about 4 from the 6 for Kennesaw State. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Bryson, hard count, no movement. Ashley remains as the tailback, number 30 in yellow right behind him. At the 6-yard line, still waiting on the snap. Play clock at 10. Snap goes to number 9. Turns right, hands off to Ashley. Has a hole up the middle, and he will score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Quay Ashley with the touchdown, his first touchdown of his career.
When the Owls used every bit of that play clock, too, to just sort of maybe lull the defense to sleep, but Ashley with an easy run up the middle.
Quay Ashley, redshirt sophomore from Dublin, Georgia. Austin Welch in for the point after. Snap spirals back. The kick is through the uprights and good. Our score, 8:02 to play in the third. Kennesaw State 21, Liberty 14. We're back for more Liberty football after this timeout from Van Wagner.
The Journey thanks Blue Ridge Apothecary for their support. Blue Ridge Apothecary compounds personalized prescriptions to meet the needs of individual patients. They prepare medications such as bioidentical hormone replacement, skincare products, pain creams, and pet medications. Blue Ridge Apothecary is a compounding-only pharmacy located across from Towers Mall in Roanoke and can be reached through the Journey Business Directory at myjourneyfm.com or at 540-345-6480.
Liberty Flames football on WRVL Lynchburg, WBOP Buffalo Gap, WVRI Clifton Forge, WVTW HD3 Charlottesville, WKHK HD3 Richmond, WHRO HD3 Norfolk, WVRL Elizabeth City, WVRA Enfield Rocky Mount, WVRD Zebulon, WVRH Norlina, WVRP.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
.802 to play in the third. Kennesaw State leading 21-14. Update from Jacksonville, Alabama. Jacksonville State 14, Middle Tennessee 10 at halftime. The Gamecocks will be in Lynchburg next Wednesday for more midweek on the mountain. Tickets available at lufootball.com. And join us tomorrow night at Mellow Mushroom, 6 o'clock. We'll be there for the Jamie Chadwell radio show, recapping this game and looking ahead to Jacksonville State. 9-play, 60-yard drive. Quay Ashley. A 6-yard touchdown run, first of his career. After Liberty went 3 and out and set up Kennesaw State good field position at its own 40. And a key play, 4th down and 10 incompletion, but a pass interference on Alex Oliver gave Kennesaw State new set of downs. The kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. And the Flames and Caden Salter will come back out. K-Salt 10 of 21, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's the leading rusher at 65 yards on the ground.
And, guys, I don't know if it would have mattered or not on that touchdown play, but Jay Hardy is not on the field anymore. He's down here with a walking boot on. It looks like he's done for the rest of the night, too.
Update from Nick on our Carter Bank and Trust sideline report. Here's a design run by Caden Salter right between the hash marks. He'll pick up 6.
And that's just a shame. I mean, that guy bless his heart. He's tried to stay on the field as much as he can this year. Just can't seem to do it.
Garland Benyard, middle linebacker, had the stop. Jay played in the first 2 games, injured against New Mexico State. Made his return tonight. Second down and 4 from the Flames 31. Snap to Caden. Fakes the handoff. Wants to throw. Does over the middle. Caught by Bentley Henshaw, the tight end. Big catch at the Kennesaw State 49-yard line.
Big catch for the big guy, Bentley, over the middle. That's a little bit out of the range normally, but great catch by Bentley Henshaw.
Hugh Billingsley knocked him down at the line. Snap to Salter. Handoff to Lucas. Picks up 5 right up the middle. Stop made by Sidney Porter, second leading tackler on this Owls team coming in. Fort Lauderdale, Florida native. Had a team-high 10 tackles in their loss against Middle Tennessee last week. That pitch and catch to Henshaw covered 21 yards. Flames to the line on 2nd and 5, down by a score. 2 receivers right, 1 left on the left hash. Salter gets the snap. Play action, throws over the middle. Crossing pattern, catch made inside the 30 by Elijah Canyon. He's down to the 27-yard line. Isaac Paul knocks him down. And here come the Flames, down 21-14, 6:27 to go in the third.
Very similar route to what Bentley Henshaw just ran, that open seam right up the middle.
First down and 10 for Liberty. Flames will send Tyson Mobley, Treyon Sibley to the right. Wing left for Liberty, and Von Blue the tailback. Snap to Salter on first down. Throws it left sideline over the shoulder. Grab! Is it in bounds? It is not. Out of bounds was Von Blue. He had a couple of steps past the defender, but it's second down and 10.
Great job by Von Blue, though. He got turned around and located the ball, was able to make the catch just out of bounds.
When Liberty gets a couple of positive plays, they get that high-tempo offense going. That's where it is at its optimal. Flames come back to the line, second down and 10 from the Owls 27. Billy Lucas now the tailback with his fire engine red Nike gloves on. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Ball snapped between the hashes. Little screen play caught by Jenkins on the right side, and he is going to be going nowhere. That one snuffed out by Mylon Jones, the leading tackler for Kennesaw State, coming in with 39 stops. A loss of 2 to bring up. Sets up a middle screen, snuffed out, incomplete anyway by Mobley over the middle. And Liberty now will be forced with 4th down and 12. And
yeah, the Owls.
Liberty is going to try for a field goal here. Stop made by Isaac Paul over the middle.
Sorry, well, yeah, the Owls came right up the gut on that and really had to hustle K-Salt in the backpedal motion there to even get that pass off.
Season high for Colin Cardew, 39 yards in New Mexico State. His career long's 54. This will be from 47 on the right hash. He was booming it from 50 at halftime. Max Morgan will hold it. Snap, good. Hold, good. Kick on the way. Tumbles to the goalpost to our right, and it is good. 47-yard field goal for Colin Cardew, pulling Liberty within 4 with 5:05 left to go in the third. Timeout on the field, 21-17 Kennesaw State. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
As a proud sponsor of Liberty Flames Athletics, Foster Fuels provides propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters. They also offer an app for requesting service, ordering fuel, and to pay your bill. Foster Fuels can be reached at fosterfuels.com.
(21-17) Kennesaw State leading Liberty here. 3:59 to play in the third quarter with Jason Porter. I'm Alan York. Jimmy Hall, Nick Pierce with us here as well. Our engineers, Greg Fredericks and Cody Whitman. Jason Prill inside our studio tonight. So we talked about, fellas, we're just waiting for that big play. It just hasn't happened yet. Liberty led early 7-0. Was down 14-7 with 48 seconds to play in the second quarter. Scored. Halftime tied at 14. Kennesaw struck first in the third quarter. Quay Ashley, 6-yard touchdown run to make it 21-14. And Colin Carhue, 47-yard field goal for Liberty to get Liberty within 4. It's 1st and 10 now for the Owls. Moving right to left. And they're bright Big Bird yellow uniforms. That's really the main, or Pittsburgh Steelers yellow, I guess, is more mature. Handoff up the middle for Michael Benefield, but we'll say Pittsburgh Steelers yellow.
My son loves Sesame Street.
Yeah,
so he appreciates that reference too. You know, and the longer you wait for that big play, I can tell you, just being behind the crowd down here, I mean, this does not sound like an 0-6 football stadium.
Yep.
These guys are all into it, guys and girls. They're ready to explode. They're waiting for a big play from their team. They're starting to expect it.
2nd down and 5 of the 46. Bryson hands off up the middle. Again, this is Benefield on the carry. Aiden Vaughn, backup linebacker. Redshirt sophomore, transfer out of Whitson, Michigan. It'd be a 1st down for Kennesaw State. You know, we talked to Josh Lynham, linebackers coach for Liberty. Says, I'm pretty confident I've got 5 to 6 linebackers I can rotate in there. And Aiden Vaughn is one of those getting a little bit more playing time last couple of weeks. 1st down 10 at midfield for Kennesaw State. A whistle. What do we got? The umpire.
They're going to review the spot on the previous play.
Which resulted in a 1st down.
But, I mean, the longer you let a team hang around, you give them belief. I mean, if the crowd's believing like this, you can only imagine what Kennesaw State's sideline is. 21 interceptions last year, only 4 this year up to this point. We knew that number was going to come back a little bit. It just wasn't realistic to expect that again. But 4 through 5 games, you'd like to see that number go up a little bit.
2:56 to play in the 3rd, 21-17 Kennesaw State. Our broadcast night brought to you by Patel and Dalrymple, serving the greater Lynchburg area with comprehensive estate planning services, pdlaw.us. A place to check out Patel and Dalrymple. The referee, Reed Brotherton, talked a little bit about him earlier. He's out of Phoenix, Arizona. He is a elementary school assistant principal in the Phoenix area. He also supports the NFL officials by regulating radio communication between coaches and players to ensure compliance. Make sure those NFL guys are following the rules. That's what Reed Brotherton does on the days he's not officiating Conference USA. Here's the word from Reed on the spot. So the spot is changed to 3rd down and 1. So, with 2:56 left in the 3rd, we'll star by that for now to see. Instead of 1st down and 10, it's 3rd down and 1. Flames on the D-line. They'll shift a couple of guys out. Jamar Brown comes in, C.J. Bazell.
And get some fresh legs in there, try to get some penetration right here.
Backup linebacker Ethan Crisp, Vanderbilt transfer. Benefield, number 0, is the tailback on 3rd and 1. Davis Bryson gets the snap and hands off to Benefield and just paves his way back into Liberty territory with a 1st down. Picks up about 7 as he was tackled down on the near hash at the 44-yard line. Benefield up to around 58 yards. Corey Jones had that tackle. It's 1st down and 10. 21-17 Kennesaw State. 2:16 left to go in the 3rd. 2 receivers wide right, 1 left. Open field to the right, and a flag is out. I believe there was movement on the left side of the offensive line. I believe that was Mason Bowers, number 57, who's lined up as one of the tackles.
And Benefield and Ashley tonight have just done a nice job in the backfield for the Owls, watching where the gaps are. In that case, it was the box was full, and he just went around the left side of the line to pick up 5 or so yards.
Flames have to make him pay here. 1st and 15, a penalty back at the 48-yard line of the Flames. 21-17 Kennesaw, 1:57 to play in the 3rd. Snap to Bryson, hands off up the middle. This is going to be Ashley. He stood up at the 46-yard line. Joe Carter was there, also Bryce Dixon. Defensive lineman, gain of a couple. Second down and 13 as Kennesaw State continues to play behind the sticks here on this drive with 90 ticks left to go in the third. 21-17 Kennesaw State. Ball's on the left hash. Owls moving to the northeast end zone here at Fifth Third Stadium in Metro Atlanta. Bryson, number 9 in yellow, takes the snap. End around. No, he fakes the end around. He'll run to the left. He's going to slide down at the 41. Picked up about 4 as Dexter Ricks was eyeing him on the near sideline.
Great read by Dexter Ricks, though, to pull up, though, right there, A-Watt,
Yeah.
because even though he was the quarterback, he slid and made himself vulnerable, and nice job by Dexter to read that.
Third down and 9 at the Liberty 43. Kennesaw tonight on third down, 6 of 10. On the year, they are 37% on third down, but tonight 60%. This is 3rd and 9. Bryson to throw over the middle. Ball batted down by TJ Bush. Flag is out, though, in the backfield. CJ Bazell on top of the quarterback, Davis Bryson. Here's the call. Roughing the passer on Liberty. That is the second time in this third quarter the Flames would have gotten the ball back.
Oh. Yeah, CJ just came in with a full head of steam there and after the ball was released.
Now they mark it off. Automatic first down at the Liberty 28-yard line. That was 3rd and 9. Ball batted down by TJ Bush when the flag came out. Bryson, number 9 in yellow, the quarterback, takes the snap. Hands off around the left side. Joe Carter cut it off that time. Nice job by Joe. And Chris Bodie, defensive lineman, knocking down Quay Ashley. And it'll be a pickup of 5 yards. We'll make it 4 yards. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. It's the Flames quarter. Coming up here in Kennesaw, our quarter break brought to you by Lynchburg Nissan, 21-17. Liberty down by 4. We'll take a timeout. The Flames quarter.
Thank you, Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, for being a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Haley's Appliance offers major brands of appliances and outdoor equipment, including Husqvarna Power Products. They also provide delivery and service for all of the products they sell. Haley's has 2 store locations in Lynchburg, Haley's Appliance on Fort Avenue and Haley's Outdoor at 55 Hicks Road. They can be reached at haleys.com.
Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. With cafes in the Richmond area and Richmond International Airport, Ironclad Coffees offers specialty coffees from around the world, including the House of User Blend and Steam Engine Blend. Ironclad Coffee also offers bakery items such as muffins, sticky buns, and more. For more information on Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company, you can visit ironcladcoffee.com.
Back inside the studio for a quick check of the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Liberty currently trails at 24-17 with 11:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Giving you an update on the other Conference USA game. 9:13 left to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville State holding on to a 21-13 lead over Middle Tennessee. It's been back and forth all night. And guys, one other bit of news to note. Former Jamie Chadwell quarterback Grayson McCall has announced his retirement from football. He took a big hit against Wake Forest on October 5th, and he is retiring from the sport. Back to you guys.
Saw that on the X feed. And Jason, appreciate that, Jason Prill, the check of the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Grayson McCall is going to get into coaching and through advice from his doctors, and he's shutting it down and hopefully live a long life after his football days. A really, really good player for Coastal, and ended his career at NC State this year. Austin Welch will kick it off to our right and see if Flames can get a good return here. And this is going to be a short kick, returnable for Kylan Austin at the 5. Runs it to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And the kicker tackles him at midfield out of bounds. And it should have been another flag thrown. I mean, there was a second guy that came in there at midfield. And there is a penalty flag, though, back at the 30. Oh, no. Holding on Liberty.
But no flag on the out-of-bounds play.
Well,
yeah.
So a promising return for Kylan Austin is negated thanks to a holding penalty. And it'll be at the 17-yard line where this drive will start.
Yeah, see offensively here if the Flames can get something going.
Empty backfield for the quarterback, Caden Salter. Design run on first down. Weaves his way on the right hash up past the 25. He'll pick up about 8. Stop made by Tylon Dunlap, Charlotte, North Carolina native, D lineman for Kennesaw State. 24-17 Owls, 11-12 to play in the ball game.
That design run tonight for number 7 has been there just about any time they've wanted it.
Salter, the leading rusher for Liberty, 71 yards on the ground. Quentin Cooley's the tailback to the right of Caden Salter. Second down and 1. Play action on second down. Salter under pressure, sneaks out to the near side at the 25 and runs out of bounds at the 30. He'll have the first down. Scramble of about 9 yards for Caden Salter. Sidney Porter, the Owls' second leading tackler, coming into tonight. He is a linebacker, makes the stop on the near sideline. Flames are down by a score, 10:35 left. Juju Gray, number 1 in white, makes his return after missing the last 4 games with a lower body injury. Gray goes in motion behind Cooley. First down handoff to Quentin. A little slow mesh there, kind of like Wake Forest does. Yeah. And a good run for Quentin Cooley up the middle. He'll pick up 6. And it was a nice block downfield. Tylon Dunlap made the stop. Jordan White, all-conference offensive lineman, just drove his D lineman back about 15 yards on that play. Second down and 7 to go for the Flames. Down 24-17, 9:52 left. Snap to Salter, pitches to Cooley around the right side to the 40. Has the first down. Good block out there by Dante Lee as he follows the wide receiver. And a flag is out over by the Flames sideline.
He got hit late.
Never know when a flag can really incite the energy on your sideline. It just did there for Liberty.
No question. And Quentin's one of the guys on this team, as we know, fellas, that once he gets going, he gets juiced up and gets excited for his teammates and encourages them as well.
Kennesaw State leads at 24-17. Tack on 15 yards. Flames had the first down anyway. Brought to you by First Bank and Trust. They'll mark the ball at the Kennesaw State 33-yard line. Flames heading to the northeast end zone here at Fifth Third Stadium, or right to left as you tune in tonight. Donelius Johnson had that last tackle. Flames on first down. Handoff to Cooley. Up the middle, lowers the head. He's met by the middle linebacker after he picked up 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Quentin, just his 9th carry of the game. Isaac Paul had that stop. You know, Cooley last game against FIU had a career high 29 carries. And his 11th 100-yard game. Cooley just up to 34 yards here tonight. Second down and 7 from the Kennesaw State 30. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap to Salter, looks right, throws that way. And a diving catch by Trayon Sibley. We'll see where the spot is. It was right at the stick. He was past the yard to gain, but kind of had to turn his body back, and now Trayon's not getting up. He's sitting on his backside right at the yard marker.
It looks like he's clutching the back of his left leg. That's not good.
Flames are beset there with injuries at that wide receiver spot, although they did get some guys back.
Yeah, just made a sliding catch there and sort of slid out of bounds and right in front of the training staff.
We'll take a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll see what else we can find out about Trayon Sibley. As it stands now to be 3rd down and 1 for Liberty. 8:34 to play with Kennesaw State up 24-17. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
Jason Porter, his support.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Carl Miller Realty is a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Carl Miller Realty team helps simplify the process of buying or selling residential and investment property. The Carl Miller team helps clients make informed housing decisions and offer support throughout the entire buying or selling process. Carl Miller and his team can be reached at carlmillerrealty.com.
(24-17) midway through the 4th quarter in Kennesaw, Georgia tonight. The Owls leading Liberty. And a surprise by most that are tuning into this broadcast. Kennesaw State 0-6. First year's an FBS program. Liberty 5-0. Trying to get that checkpoint number 1 in bowl eligibility taken care of here tonight. But long way to go. Liberty 3rd and 1. At the Owls 24 after an injury timeout for Trayon Sibley, who just made a catch and did not get up by the Flames bench. Salter under center on 3rd and 1. End around, it's going to be to Bentley. Hand shot, no, it's Vaughn Blue, but a flag is out. False start on Liberty. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back here in the second half. It's now going to be 3rd down and 6.
It's a shame, too. Vaughn Blue had a full head of steam, getting ready to turn the corner when they blew the play dead.
That's the 7th penalty tonight, and the Flames are averaging 8 this year. Jason, we talked about that in the pregame show. 126th in the country and most penalties per game.
This drive started with a kickoff back to midfield by Kylan Austin, negated by a holding penalty on Liberty. It's now 3rd and 6 back at the 29. 2 receivers left for Caden Salter and the Flames. Play clock is at 5. Jamie Chadwell is on the field, has to call timeout. And now they snap the ball. Flag is out. That timeout had to have come before the flag.
It did.
Yeah. And this home crowd is really into this game now.
I was about to say, it's getting loud down here. It's as loud as it's been.
The Flames contingent, there's a good number of red in this building. They are sitting right now with some nervousness as we are up here in the booth. 8:03 to play. Liberty calls its first timeout. And what happened there was, I looked at the play clock. Caden Salter, a couple of times tonight, it seems like he hasn't the coach-to-player communication in his helmet. I'm curious to know how that has worked tonight, because a couple of times he's looked a little uneasy in that play he did, and I looked up at the clock, and you're in no man's land once it gets 15 seconds. It shuts off.
It's interesting because Brian Bohannon was asked about that this week, and he said they've had problems with their player comms working at times. So you wonder if it's maybe something here.
3rd and 6 at the Kennesaw State 29 for Liberty. Here comes the blitz. Salter back to throw. Ball batted down on 3rd down. Javen Williams knocking that one down. We'll see now what Liberty does on 4th and 6. Down 24-17 with 8 minutes left.
And that was a good decision there by Kennesaw State to blitz. They hadn't really blitzed a ton tonight, but that was good timing.
Tyson Mobley comes in with this set. Juju Gray, also Dante Lee. 4th and 6 from the 29. 8 minutes, clock stopped in the 4th. Liberty down 24-17. There's a snap. Flag is out. False start on Liberty. So from 4th and 6, it'll be 4th and 11. Liberty's going to keep the offense out there with 8 minutes left, down 24-17. The 8th penalty on the Flames. Liberty tonight, if there's a glass half full, are 3 of 4 on 4th down, pardon me. But none this long at 4th and 11. Here comes the blitz. Salter on 4th and 11, rolls the pocket right, throws it up, downfield, and it's going to be out of bounds. So Kennesaw State will get the ball back with 7:53 left in a 24-17 lead.
You know, Alan, we were wrapping up the broadcast in Las Cruces at New Mexico after the Flames won 30-24, and we talked about the resolve of that game, how the team came back in the 4th quarter, and whether or not that would sort of prove to be one of those turning tide moments, and they can harken back to that. We'll see if the Flames can do the same thing tonight.
Kennesaw State will have it at its own 34 when we come back. 7:53 left in the game. Kennesaw State 24, Liberty 17. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
The countdown to kickoff is on. Whether you're a lifelong Flames fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, be early, be loud, and wear red. The Liberty Bookstore is an official destination for licensed Flames gear like Nike, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and Cutter & Buck. The Liberty Bookstore also offers tailgating supplies and games including cornhole, tailgate tents, and handcrafted steel fire pits. The Liberty Bookstore is located across from Williams Stadium and online at libertyflames.com.
Thanks Patel and Dalrymple, attorneys at law, for their support. Serving the greater Lynchburg and surrounding areas, the law firm of Patel and Dalrymple represents clients at every stage of a real estate transaction. For both residential and commercial property, Patel and Dalrymple serves buyers and sellers with personal assistance throughout the closing process. They also offer comprehensive estate planning and business organization services. Patel and Dalrymple can be reached at 434-832-7030 and online at pdlaw.us.
Kennesaw State still leading 24-17. This game was tied at 14 at halftime. There's 7:53 left in the 4th after Kennesaw State stopped Liberty on 4th down, 4th and 11. Penalties really cost Liberty on that last drive, including on the kickoff, which they ran it back to midfield, but a holding penalty took them back to their own 17. Flames have 2 timeouts. So does Kennesaw State. The Owls have a time of possession advantage of about a minute and 40 seconds. Davis Bryson, the quarterback. Michael Benefield, the tailback. It'll be a play action throw over the middle. Pass caught at midfield and dropped by the defender. Pass is caught. And a Corey Jones on the stop. Catch made by Christian Moss.
Seen that route a couple times tonight. Nice delivery by the quarterback there for Kennesaw.
Moss had the touchdown back in the first quarter of 41 yards over the middle. 7:22 and counting. First down and 10 for Kennesaw State. Owls lead at 24-17 in the 4th. 4-man rush for the Flames on first down. Ball's on the left hash. Flames show blitz. There it is. Joe Carter in the backfield again, knocking down Michael Benefield. We've seen that the last couple of drives for Joe Carter.
Good things happen when Joe Carter's in the backfield.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13. Huge play there for Joseph Carter, Flames captain. 6:45 and counting. 24-17 Kennesaw State. Ball between the hash marks, right on top of the interlocking yellow KS logo at the 46 of Kennesaw State. Davis Bryson, number 9 in yellow. Play clock at 10 as he milks it down. Blitz comes again. It's picked up. He throws downfield. A jumping catch is made at the 30-yard line by the coach's son, Blake Bohannon. Marion Williams was beaten on the play. Really yard line. That was a gain of 25 yards. Snap to Bryson. Handoff up the middle. Positive gain of about 3 yards down the left hash to the 26-yard line. T.J. Bush on the stop. 2nd down and 7 now for Kennesaw State. Preston Daniels, the fullback, will check in. Michael Benefield remains in there as the tailback. And now Kennesaw State is really milking this clock. They are taking their precious time, and you can do that with the lead. Inside the 30 at the 26. Benefield behind Bryson, the quarterback. Low snap, dug out, handoff to Benefield up the middle. Flames will stiffen there, call timeout with 5:04 left. Liberty left now with 1 timeout. It's 3rd down and 6 for Kennesaw State.
How about the aggressiveness from Kennesaw State's offense here on this drive, too? I mean, you think in this situation, a team that hadn't won a game all year, they'd almost started to fall into that play-not-to-lose mentality. Let's milk the clock. Let's just hand it off and try to keep the clock moving. They've not done that at all. They've trusted Davis Bryson to make these throws in these big-time spots, and he's answered the bell.
Davis Bryson tonight, 16 for 20, 189 yards, has done just enough. 1 touchdown. They've taken care of the football, that's for sure.
And Davis Bryson had 6 interceptions coming into the game.
But they've converted 7 of 12 on 3rd down. Here's one of the key plays of the game here for Liberty defensively. 3rd down and 6 from the Liberty 25. 5:04 left out of the Liberty timeout. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Bryson, number 9 in yellow. Snap back to him, turns left, hands off up the middle, gain of 1. Good play defensively by the Flames. And coming off that pile was Chris Bodie, defensive lineman. It's now 4th down and 5. Liberty's going to let the clock tick here. With 4:50 left, we'll see what Kennesaw State does on 4th down. They're going to go to the field goal. They're going to send the field goal team out.
Yeah, critical stop there by the Flames defense again to just hold the Owls to a field goal.
Austin Welch hit from 31 earlier. This one will be from 41 yards out in his career. Perfect 2 of 2 between 40 and 49 yards. Again, he's been perfect on the year, 10 for 10. This one's right between the hash marks from 41. Snap back, ball down, kick on the way, floating, looks good, and it is good. 4:13 left, big field goal for Kennesaw State's Austin Welch remains perfect on the year. 27-17, Kennesaw State on that field goal. So Liberty now is going to really have to be in hurry-up mode.
And an update on Treyon Sibley. He's got an ice bag on the back of his left leg around the hamstring area. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's where it is.
Okay.
Where the ice is. And his pads are off. He won't be back.
27-17, Kennesaw State. 4:13 left. Got the post-game show coming up, brought to you by Coca-Cola. We'll have our radio show tomorrow night at Mellow Mushroom, brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union. Remember, Kylan Austin had Long return to midfield that was negated by a holding penalty on the last kickoff by Austin Welch. Time on the side now, though, at Kennesaw State, leading by 10, 27-17. Here comes the kickoff, high pooch kick. Flames will return it at the 20. This is a Corey Jones up past the 30. Tackled down around the 32-yard line. Flames have one timeout, 4:07 left in the game clock. Tackle made by Dedrick Franklin. And there was a penalty on Kennesaw State on that return, a 5-yard variety. So at the 37-yard line, Liberty will start this drive. And by drive starts, this is the best field position Liberty's had in the second half. Amazing. Snap on first down to Salter, throw near side, caught by Canyon, breaks a tackle, hit hard at the 45-yard line, picks up around 8 yards, and the Flames will have to go back to the line. Elijah Canyon on the catch. Tyler Hallam made the stop. Billy Lucas is the tailback beside Caden Salter. Flames down 10. Snap to Caden on second down, throws near side, comeback pattern again through the hands of Canyon. Coverage on the play by Tyler Hallam, who's had a nice game tonight for Kennesaw State out on the island of cornerback.
Yeah, he's
third and 1.
He's been key on a lot of these defensive stops for the Owls tonight.
3rd down and 1 for Liberty. 3:40 left. Kennesaw State's up 27-17. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Snap to Salter, hands off to Lucas up the middle, picks up about 3. He'll have the first down. And a late flag is out. Kennesaw State is clapping. And Aaron Fenimore, Liberty's center, was rolled up on that play. He's slow to get up, but he's up now. We'll have to wait the penalty. And it looks like it's going to be against Liberty. It was 3rd and 1. Billy Lucas got the first down. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Liberty after getting a first down. This second half, there have been just too many penalties that have gone not in Liberty's favor on key plays right before it.
Yeah.
So it's now first down and 20 back at the 33. Salter throws downfield. Canyon incomplete. Salter overthrew him. 2nd down and 20. Tyler Hallam again on the coverage. 3:26 left. Kennesaw State leads at 27-17.
You said it earlier, AY, it's kind of the old saying, but it's 2 steps forward or 1 step forward and 2 steps back tonight with these penalties.
Penalties tonight, 9 for 100 yards, and it's 2 off the Flames' season high of 11 they've had twice. 2nd down throw over the middle, caught by Canyon. He falls down at the 45, and he'll pick up Liberty first down. So, first down at the 45, 3:10 left. Liberty down by 10. Snap to Salter, looks right, throws that way, and a pass in traffic into Kennesaw State territory by Dante Lee. Stop made by Jericho Washington. So Kennesaw State will give up those 10-yard chunks.
Yeah.
They're just not giving up anything deep.
Clock's the enemy.
Yep, no doubt. 2nd down and 2. Salter to throw middle. Catch made on his knee at the 35 by Tyson Mobley. So they're finding the openings right now with 2:40. Clock is continuing to tick.
And giving the ball to the official quickly.
Yep. Flames down 10. They do have a timeout, plus the 2-minute timeout coming up. 3 receivers wide right, including Austin Henderson, one of the tight ends. Elijah Canyon one-on-one to the left. Snap back to Salter, 1st and 10. Throws right side, caught by Tyson Mobley down to the 28-yard line. His defender is just laying on top of him. finally gets up, gains about 7, 2:10 to play. This will probably take them down to the 2-minute timeout. See if Liberty can get a snap off before. And it will on 2nd down and 4. Salter to throw, under pressure, out to the right, throws and caught by Henderson, the tight end, inside the 20, down to the 17. 2-minute timeout, Liberty first down. Happy birthday to Austin Henderson with 1:52 left. Donelius Johnson, linebacker, on the tackle. So we'll take a timeout. Getting interesting here. Liberty still down 10 with 1:52 left, but they've got it at the Kennesaw State 17. We're back for the finish after this timeout from Van Wagner.
Touchdown, Liberty!
Liberty Flames football brings you midweek on the mountain. Be at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg for Flames football. Wednesday, October 30th, when Liberty takes on Jacksonville State in a Conference USA clash. Kickoffs at 7 p.m. Pre-game trick-or-treating at Flames Fan Fest. And a free game ticket for kids in costume, ages 12 and under. Liberty versus Jacksonville State, Wednesday, October 30th at 7 p.m. in Lynchburg. Tickets and info at libertyflames.com/midweek.
Liberty Flames football on WRVL Lynchburg, WBOP Buffalo Gap, WVRI Clifton Forge, WVTW HD3 Charlottesville, WKHK HD3 Richmond, WHRO HD3 Norfolk, WVRL Elizabeth City, WVRA Enfield Rocky Mount, WVRD Zebulon, WVRH Norlina, WVRP Roanoke Rapids.
The Liberty Flames thanks Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with businesses to offer cloud, security, voice and data technology, and connectivity solutions. Segra provides these broadband and data security solutions throughout the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast and can be reached at segra.com. Segra, a proud underwriting partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Out of the 2-minute timeout here in Kennesaw, Georgia, 1:54 to play. Kennesaw State 27, Liberty 17. Liberty driving at the Owl 17. Flames have 1 timeout left. This drive started back at the 37-yard line. This will be play number 10. Elijah Canyon with 1:49 left. A huge score there on Caden Salter's 3rd touchdown throw of the game.
Canyon went up and literally did a 180 and caught that as a basket catch in the back corner of the end zone. Phenomenal catch.
Here comes.
He had a defender draped all over him, too.
Here comes Colin Carhue on the extra point with 1:49 left. This is as big of an extra point Colin Carhue has kicked all season long. Ryan Manis is the short snapper, redshirt freshman. Max Morgan is the punter. He will hold it. And we'll talk about the aftermath after this extra point try. 27-23 Kennesaw State, 1:49 left. Kick into the end zone to our left. There's the snap, the ball down, kick on the way, and it is good for Colin Carhue. So that's where we are. Caden Salter sets a career high with his 21st completion on 38 attempts, his 3rd touchdown throw. What do you guys think right now, Nick? What's the vibe like now on the sideline?
I mean, obviously there's some concern down here. Guys are excited to get in the end zone right there, but it all comes down to this. You got to be able to get this onside kick right now. I think if they're able to recover that, that'll obviously send a jolt through everybody down here. But it's I think there's just a feel of reality down here. I mean, this is you're staring your first loss potentially in the face right here.
Here comes Max Morgan. He will tee it up at the 35 with a tee. I saw South Carolina a couple of weeks ago kick an onside kick with just a drop kick.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Been a lot of new strategies with that.
But Max will tee it up. Again, it has to go 10 yards or hit an owl and ricochet if it does not go 10. Liberty has guys spread on both sides of the football. Down 27-24 with 1:49 left. Here comes the run-up, And the onside, it'll bounce, and it's on the field, and Kennesaw State says it has it. And the Flames are not really getting excited, and Kennesaw State has recovered, and it's one of the running backs, Preston Daniels. You really want that second hop off of the turf. Flames did not get that, and now Liberty can only stop the clock one time. And here comes Kennesaw State out, first down and 10. Leading 27-24 at the Liberty 44-yard line. 27-24, 147 left for Kennesaw State and their first ever win against an FBS team and their first ever win as an FBS program. Game not over yet, though. First and 10. End around. It's coming near side. Quentin Reese inbounds will tackle down Tykeem Wallace, and Liberty will call timeout after a gain of 4. Second down and 6 at the 40. 141 left. Kennesaw State leading 27-24.
Defensively, you can see that the Flames are going after the ball, obviously trying to rip that loose, create a fumble, create a turnover.
Now, stranger things have happened in games. Saw Connecticut and Temple a couple of weeks ago. That game ended with a fumble literally at the goal line.
Yeah.
Connecticut ran it all the way back for a 99-yard score. Georgia Tech, Miami last year. Miami could have just run the clock out. They ran it and fumbled it.
That's right.
And Georgia Tech with like 30 seconds left won at Miami. Second down and 6. Now, the key thing is Liberty cannot stop the clock anymore. Second down 6 from the Liberty 40. 27-24 Kennesaw State. Davis Bryson, the quarterback, gets the snap. Hands off up the middle. And protecting it really strong as Michael Benefield as the pile pushes forward down to the 37-yard line. Third down with 1:28 to play and counting. Liberty has no timeouts. It's 3rd and 3 for Kennesaw State.
It's a big stop here.
Play clock at 23. Game clock at 1:15. 3rd and 3. Bohannon wide to the right after that stop from Elite Naren. Davis Bryson just staring at the play clock. It flashes 5. Snap to him. Handoff up the middle. And the Flames will stop him with 53 seconds left. 4th down and 2 to go. TJ Bush was there on the bottom of the pile. Play clock is at 33. Game clock at 40. So 9 seconds separate the clocks. 3-point lead for Kennesaw State on 4th down and 1. It comes down to one play for a stop for Liberty, and it would take a miracle if they got the ball back.
They're going to probably get this ball back. They're not punting.
Should
right.
Liberty stop them, Liberty, it would take a miracle.
Yep.
9 seconds on the game clock. 27-24 Kennesaw State. All right, let's go back and rehash this half a little bit. Game tied at 14 going into the third quarter. Liberty down 21-14. And I was still tied on the first drive for Kennesaw State. There was a 4th down and 10 incompletion. PI gave Kennesaw State the ball with a fresh set of downs. Just the start of a myriad of plays that just really put Liberty behind in this second half. All right, out of the timeout, 9 seconds left on the game clock. 27-24 Kennesaw State. 4th down and 1 at the Liberty 36. The game clock will start on the snap. Flames are going to sell out here on the defensive line on 4th and 1. First down ends it for Kennesaw State and gives them the win. Shotgun for Bryson. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. And it's close. Oh, no, he didn't get it. 6 seconds on the clock. He did not get the first down. Handoff by the officials coming in. Liberty's going to get the ball back with a chance.
Yeah, and in the backfield, I think that was Bazell maybe that reached out and sort of slowed the progress down of that running back.
The feed was to Quay Ashley right up the middle. And Liberty's going to have one play, maybe two, if it's a quick out to the sideline on this near.
Well, I was just about to say, do you try to take a shot to the sideline and see if you can get enough yards to give Carhue a shot at a 50-yarder? I mean,
yeah,
maybe.
Now, look, there's no timeouts. It's got to be to the sideline.
It's got to be the sideline. It can't go too deep.
You don't have time to clock it. If you get a completion down the field, you got to get out of bounds. Now, Carhue was nailing them from 50. And
it might be further than that, honestly.
They're going to take a look at that last stoppage by the Flames, and we're taking a replay of it up here to see where the spot was.
It was right on line with us, AY, and it looked like it was short.
And Joe Carter had the initial hit, and now you look at where Ashley ended up, and it was past the yard to gain, but where did he go down?
I think he reached after he was down.
It was a closer look on the replay. The ball was past, it was 4th and 1. The ball was past the yard to gain on the replay.
I don't know if there's enough to overturn this, do you? Yeah. Call stands.
All right. So Liberty at the 35-yard line with 6 seconds left. And Kennesaw State is going to send 8 back in the secondary. Now, Liberty had an interesting play back in the 20 season against Virginia Tech. Tech played back. They had an extra play to get out of bounds and set up a game-winning field goal by Alex Barbier.